month.
I love it. You know, the idea is, again, to make sure that, we're not going to play year-round, and I think that's great, right? I think we're probably the league that has the least number of games, and I think that's really an advantage for us. But also, we're able to build that story during the off-season, and, the combine, the draft, the schedule. I think flag and camps, I think all of that will change. I think the way we approach our off-season is something we're evaluating with our players. The length of the season is something we're evaluating with our players. We've worked really well together to try to find solutions and how to make our game more accessible, and I think we'll continue to do that.
Well, so far, congratulations on what looks to be a heck of a game tonight. We're looking forward to getting this thing underway. We really appreciate you taking some time.
Well, thanks. I look forward to this. This is going to be fun, and we got two great teams out here, two great quarterbacks, two great coaches. It's going to be fun, and I think these fans are going to just love it. So.
All right, Commissioner Goodell there. Ilo, back to you.
Thank you, Money. Indeed, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell with our Matt Money Smith and Daniel Jeremiah. Chargers fans can't make every game at SoFi Stadium, but still want in on the action. Good news, many plans are now on sale with 2 unique 4-game plans to choose from. Pick the one that works best for you. Prices start at just $85 a game, so visit chargers.com/packages to lock in your plan today. Coming up next, we're going to take you down on the field at Arena Corinthians in Sao Paulo, where Shannon Farron is standing by to set the scene. This is Countdown to Kickoff, presented by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era. And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports,
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Snap into game mode, Bolts fans. Open a free checking account with Rise Credit Union. Deposit some cash and score 2 free Chargers tickets. No monthly fee, full digital control. Banking built to win. Ready to claim your seats? Hit risecu.com/Chargers right now and make the winning play. Realize your potential with the official credit union of the Los Angeles Chargers. It's time to rise beyond banking. Terms and conditions apply. Visit risecu.com/Chargers. Federally insured by NCUA.
When you look at a Ford F-150, you'll see hard work, a great adventure, and so much more. Inside and Out is designed for the family, the road trip, and the most demanding jobs.
With that kind of versatility, it's no wonder it's America's best-selling truck for 48 years and counting.
The 2025 Ford F-150, from California's best-selling truck brand, Ford. It's time to see Ford in a new light.
LA Chargers, countdown to kickoff.
Let's go. And here he goes, Herbert into the end zone. Right here on the LA Chargers Audio Network.
46 minutes remain on our Morongo Casino Resort and Spa countdown to kickoff. This is Coração de Luto by Teixeirinha. Recorded in 1959, it became the first single in the entire world to ever sell 1 million copies. Let's take you down on the field now at Arena Corinthians in Sao Paulo, where Shannon Farron is standing by. Sharon, is it a veritable carnival down on the field right now?
Hey, listen, it may be week 1 in Brazil, but it is week 1 USA energy here with these Chargers fans down here. They are ready for some football, Isaac. Come on now. The grass, by the way, has been a big talking point. And the grass is much better than it was last year when the Eagles played down here. I was talking to Rick Lovato, who the Chargers just named as active for this game, a long snapper, because Chris Harris is dealing with an injury. He was one of those Eagles last year, and he said last year it was wildly different than it is here tonight. In fact, they brought in the groundskeepers from the Eagles and from the Packers to fix this field. Nevertheless, Nevertheless, you're going to see the Chargers in those 7 stud cleats. The configuration is 7 stud spots on the sole. Isaac, if you're unfamiliar, 2 on the heel, 4 on the ball of the foot, 1 on the toe, 4 the acceleration. Speaking of acceleration, you heard DJ talk about how quick this grass is, and that changing direction may be a problem. You immediately think of Ladd McConkey, whose yards after the catch involved changing the direction. I've been watching him warm up. He has had no problems with that. Rick Lovato said even in warm-ups last year, you'd make one football move and a big patch of the grass, a big square would come up. He said it's very different. So the guys have the short cleats on, they have the long cleats on. The run game is really going to be the indicator of how the night goes for your Los Angeles Chargers, right? Greg Roman was out here pregame, and this is a guy who wants nothing more than a solid, consistent run game. He's one of the top run game oriented minds in the NFL for the past 15 years, and he and Harbaugh want nothing more together. And consistency is really what they lacked last year if you watched any Charger football. They ranked 27th in rushing success rate, only about 110.7 yards per game. Herbert gets a lot of heat for that Houston loss in the playoffs and the 4 interceptions, but you just didn't have a consistent run game there. As you know, it makes all the difference. So they went out, they drafted Omarion Hampton in the 5th round. They're excited to unveil the run game tonight. Those were his words. Those were Hampton's words. We are excited to unveil the run game tonight. It truly is like Christmas morning if you're a Chargers fan, because you think about Najee Harris. And the coaches down here have really said, all jokes aside, it could be a really thunder and lightning approach. You've got Najee Harris just punching the line with those small gains. And then what Omarion Hampton can do as a receiver threat, as a true dual threat, is going to be a nice complement to that. The Chiefs are excited to give Hampton a nice welcome to the NFL, though. They've talked about that as well. But you will see no crowd at the line with Hampton in the backfield because they know that he is a threat. His dad, by the way, Rodney Hampton, former running back as well, won a Super Bowl 25, I believe it was, with the New York Giants. Najee Harris, man, it was nice to see him out here because he has been quiet all training camp long, all preseason. He just recently started working off to the side at training camp, and to see him out here in full pads running after what happened over 4th of July after they picked him up, a couple weeks later, he took that firecracker to an eye and was sidelined the entire training camp. So see him out here running full speed is a nice sight. His durability was why they found him so attractive. It's been 8 years since Los Angeles had a 1,000-yard rusher. You got to go all the way back to Melvin Gordon, who had 11.05 there in 2017. And this is truly a running style with Najee that Jim Harbaugh covets. He leads all players in forced missed tackles. He's massive. He's 6'1", 242, hard-nosed, old school, runs between the tackles, and he's a proven winner. This is a guy who's a 2-time national championship at Bama, 17 and 20, so I think it's his first year and his last year there at Alabama, all-time leader there in touchdowns. More rushing touchdowns, by the way, than Derrick Henry at Alabama. So Najee Harris, no stranger to winning here with your Los Angeles Chargers. Like I said, I'm just really excited to, as Omarion Hampton said, see this unveiling of the run game here tonight, Isaac.
Indeed, Shannon. And Najee Harris, a 1,000-yard rusher in all 4 of his seasons in the NFL with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Want the best seats at the lowest prices, access to exclusive members-only events, merchandise discounts, and more? Visit Chargers.com/tickets and become a Chargers season ticket member today. Coming up next, Matt Money Smith and Daniel Jeremiah sit down with Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh. You're tuned to Countdown to Kickoff, presented by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa on the LA Chargers Football Network.
You like football? So do we. Keep it going this weekend on AM 570 LA Sports. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. here Iowa and Iowa State square off in a Big Ten matchup.
And now lateral to Allen and reaching for the pylon. Are you kidding me?
Then Sunday night at 5, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens travel to Buffalo to take on the Bills.
On LA's home for football.
AM 570 LA Sports. Car accident? Dog bite? Slip and fall? Wilshire Law Firm is here to fight for the justice and compensation you deserve. We are the official personal injury law partner of the Los Angeles Chargers, and we've recovered more top personal injury settlements than any other law firm in California. Over $2 billion recovered. No fees unless you win your case. Bolt up and get our powerhouse team on your side. Call 800-800-3333 for our free consultation. Again, that's 1-800-800-3333.
The legacy continues. The all-new 2025 Toyota 4Runner is here. Conquer any terrain with its available four-wheel drive, confident ground clearance, up to an amazing 465 pound-feet of torque, and that iconic power rear window, it's here to stay. This is the new face of adventure. The all-new 4Runner, available now at your Toyota dealer. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
There's never been a better time to find the Toyota that's just right for you. At Toyota.com, you can explore our full lineup of vehicles, compare features side by side, search our available inventory, see our latest offers, find a dealer. You can even build, price, and accessorize your Toyota right online. So for your next Toyota car, truck, or SUV, just visit Toyota.com. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
This is the flagship of the LA Chargers audio network. KFI KOST HD2 Los Angeles, an iHeart radio station.
Here on the LA Chargers Football Network, getting set for kickoff against the Chiefs. It is the season opener, a Friday night special in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and it's time for our pregame conversation with head coach Jim Harbaugh. Coach, you've been here for a few days. We'd just love kind of your thoughts on what the experience has been like, what Brazil's been like, and how cool it is to kick off with the nation watching you here on a Friday night.
Yeah, I think that's be center stage, the only game, and have the world. It's a world stage, so big as it gets, and that's just on top of how big this game is. So, our stay here has been really great, been made to feel very welcome, and preparation's been good.
Coach, it's the first time you get to see this whole team come together week one here. What are you most excited to see from your guys?
There's a lot of work that's been put in, for this game, and it always is that way for the opener. And the Chiefs have had the same preparation, I'm sure. Just getting it started, just watching our guys go out and let it rip. They put so much in, and I have great respect for the Chiefs, but I have great respect for us, and how we prepared, and two opposing wills going at it, competition at its highest. How many things can we pile on to this? That's how big it is. So I can't wait.
We think about you. People think about a Jim Harbaugh coach team. We think about physicality and a run game. You got a remade running back room, a rookie maybe leading the way here in Amari and Hampton. Just kind of your thoughts about that rush attack, how the rookies looked, and what you expect to see out there.
I'm excited to see the ball in their hands, excited to see them block. They're ready, willing, and able to do both. And the other thing is catch the ball out of the backfield. I think you're going to see more of that with these two backs. Amarian, once he gets the ball, he's got good skills to get open, and he just loves having the ball in his hand. He wants yardage. Najee really presents a lot like a receiver. When he's out running a route, just his runs like a receiver. Runs routes like a receiver. So, and he's got that. He's got the stature of a receiver. It's. I'm excited. I think there's some really good opportunities for them to catch the ball out of the backfield.
We'll be back with more of our conversation with head coach Jim Harbaugh here on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
Get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeart Radio app and make two presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Scoring your favorite LA Chargers gear has never been easier with 2 locations to choose from. The Equipment Room at SoFi Stadium and the Chargers Team Store located right there at 2144 East El Segundo Boulevard in the Chargers Commons Shopping Center. Open Thursday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Chargers Team Store is stocked with the latest limited edition merch drops, jerseys, headwear, sideline gear, and much more. To learn more, visit chargers.com/shop. Again, that's chargers.com/shop. At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 35 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of our over 280 locations right here in Southern California. Once again, that's uclahealth.org.
Eric Dickerson here for my favorite spot in the desert, Spotlight 29.
When you're in the Coachella Valley, nobody brings you fun and excitement like Spotlight 29 Casino. They've added hundreds of new slots and 5 treasures baccarat exclusive to Spotlight 29.
And the best lineup of entertainers anywhere.
Go to spotlight29.com for details.
Plus, the gaming age is now 18.
So get to the Coachella Valley.
Great shows, bright lights, and big winnings. Spotlight 29.
Coachella's best bet.
Got a game, boys!
This is LA Chargers Countdown to Kickoff.
Comes pressure, Mahomes pumps, head drop!
On the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Live from Sao Paulo, Brazil, as we continue our pregame coverage, getting ready for kickoff against the Chiefs here just after 5 p.m. Pacific time on the LA Chargers Football Network. We continue our conversation with head coach Jim Harbaugh.
Going through that last Chiefs game from last year, looking at the receivers in that game, Ladd didn't play, and you look at the additions that you've made this offseason. What are you looking to see from that position group, not only in this game, but as the season goes along?
Yeah, another position group on the team that we feel is better. Excited about Ladd. Quentin Johnson's had a phenomenal offseason and training camp. And Keenan Allen, really been great, really a true professional. When he runs his routes, catches the ball, Justin throwing to him, it's exciting. And Trey Harris, Keandre Lambert-Smith, and Darius Davis. That's a really good room. So fired up to watch them let it rip.
Defensive side of the ball, last year, start of the season, we talked about Derwin and all the different things he can do, and it felt like it kind of settled in a little bit. We saw him kind of playing that nickel more than anything else. Just a year later, now that you've been with Derwin for a full season, just kind of where you feel like his best spot is, being able to move him around, and kind of what you've learned with all those games having been able to coach him.
He's ideal for any of the spots. Including he can play corner. His coverage ability, his tackling, get him on the ground, whether he's covering a wide receiver, slot, or a tight end. And also his best spot is rushing the quarterback. Filling the gap. Just anything you ask him to do, he does it at the elite level. I think he's one of the best to ever play the position.
Think about this defense going up against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, Coach. How important is it with this rush plan to be able to collapse and condense the pocket?
Very important. Getting pressure on the quarterback, that's huge. You don't want him back there sitting comfortable, and then be ready for the play after the play. When things break down, Patrick's gonna be moving. He's great at it. And that includes plastering with the defense, with the secondary and guys covering. So presents great challenge, but very important.
You mentioned Keenan, and we just kind of look at the last 2 games you played. Come down to the final, you have a lead in the fourth quarter, that sort of thing. What is a veteran like that on that side of the ball? You mentioned how he's been a professional, but just what having a presence like that might be able to do for you.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to have wide eyes playing in Sao Paulo or in the opener, against the Chiefs. He's ready to roll.
Your emotions when you get out there, you've been doing this a long time as a player and a coach. Is there still that moment when you maybe it's the anthem that's going, or when you're out there on that field, the season opener, does that get you going a little bit extra here as we start up?
Yeah, it's the 2 minutes before the call up in the locker room, with the team. It's time to go to battle, and you just look to your left, you look to your right. And nothing's really said. You just see the look in the eye, and it's time to roll.
Good luck today, Coach. We appreciate it, and look forward to talking with you after.
Thank you.
We'll be back and get you down on the field with Shannon Farron. Latest injury report as well here on the LA Chargers Football Network.
California. It's time to reimagine not only what we recycle, but how we recycle it. Putting food scraps in your green bin and taking California Redemption Value beverage containers to a recycling site to get your cash back are just two of the small steps you can take today for a greener tomorrow. This is how we're reimagining recycling, California. And it all starts right here. To learn more, visit recyclingreimaginedca.com.
NFL fans, Week 1 is your shot to play free and stack $1 million cash bag with DraftKings Pick 6, an official partner of the NFL. Here's how. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app, DraftKings' easiest way to play fantasy. Enter for free and pick more or less on 6-player stats for Week 1. You share your link with friends to add more cash to the bag and get bonus shots to win. Hit all 6 picks and you'll be split in a bag that's already at $1 million or more. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app. Use the code BOLTUP, BOLTUP. Opt in for free and start stacking entries for NFL Week 1, 0 cost. Huge upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 plus. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. Must claim token for free entry in the Bag Builder contest. Only perfect entries earn share of cash prize. Tokens are single use and expire September 8th at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promo.
Welcome to the NFL.
I said I'm a dog. Show me I'm a dog, bro.
You're listening to LA Chargers Countdown to Kickoff on the LA Chargers Audio Network.
28 minutes remain on our Morongo Casino Resort and Spa Countdown to Kickoff. This is Samba Seam, mixed expertly by Wagner Ribeiro de Souza, a.k.a. DJ Patif. This evening's injury report is presented by UCLA Health, keeping you on top of your game. Chargers injury report, we're happy to report, is squeaky clean. Starting right guard Mekhi Becton, a late add to the injury report. Earlier today, he was listed as questionable due to illness, but Mekhi Becton is active for this Sao Paulo showdown against Kansas City. Take you back down on the field now at Arena Corinthians, where Shannon Farron standing by with the very latest. Shannon.
Oh, man, I was trying to get you Marshawn Lynch. He said no. He's out here working as a photographer for the NFL. I said, you want to come on the air with me? He said, no, I'm working. I said, but I wanted to talk about the need to run the ball, Marshawn. He's like, yeah, they need to. I was like, good conversation. Nice to meet you. Anyway, so it has been 635 days since Keenan Allen and Justin Herbert have been on a field together. I got to say, it was nice nostalgia watching them warm up, play a little pitch and catch here on the field in Brazil. Now, Keenan Allen, a little tale about what happened with Keenan when he left. He wanted to stay in Los Angeles. They asked him to take a pay cut after a big year. That just wasn't going to be a thing. So he's traded to Chicago for the 110th pick. They get a 4th round, a 2nd rounder. LA moves up, is able to grab Ladd McConkey. And then in the 5th round, able to get Tarheeb still with that pick. By the way, good for 4 interceptions. We know about Ladd McConkey's rookie year. Tarheeb still had a hell of a rookie year as well. Keenan's in Chicago. It's a new system there. He's got 2 different head coaches. He's got a rookie quarterback in Caleb Williams. And it was an awful season. 5-12 the Bears went. All the while, Keenan says he was watching what was happening in LA. He was watching Ladd have that breakout rookie season. He was watching him breaking records. Now, if you ask Keenan, he'll tell you, well, Ladd had a couple more games than I did when it comes to the franchise records that Ladd stole from Keenan last season. He watched Q double his rookie year production. You know, when Quentin came over, Keenan really took him under his wing and said, just shut out all the doubters. Don't listen to them. And so he was really happy to see Q have a successful sophomore year. He watched that game in Houston, Keenan did. He saw that Ladd was the only receiving threat. Good for 197 yards and a touchdown, but still, the second threat, only Will Dissly, a tight end, good for 16 yards. And Keenan knows these stats. Like, he can tell you, he said, they could have used me He said, I broke down those defenses in the meantime. I imagined what I could take advantage of, the weak spots. He said, Houston, they run man so much. I definitely would have been a help in that game. So really left his heart in Los Angeles, Keenan did. Entered the offseason as a free agent for the first time in his career, and offers didn't match his value. He says, I think I got downplayed, and this is part of the chip. The chip he's talking about is the chip on his shoulder. And if you're a Chargers fan, you know nobody plays better with a chip on their shoulder than Keenan Allen. Whether it's Mike McCoy not giving him reps with the first team at training camp his rookie year, whether it's his Madden rating, whatever it is, Keenan thrives when he is doubted. So it's good to see him back here. You know he's got that strong connection with Justin Herbert. That did not go away. That was obvious from go at camp. You know he's going to be a third down security blanket still, and the respect he has in the locker room, according to Jim Harbaugh, speaks volumes, Isaac.
Indeed, in his final year with the Chargers before re-signing on August 7th in 2023, a franchise record 108 receptions for Keenan Allen. Awesome for Charger fans to have him back in the powder blue and gold. Kickoff in Sao Paulo is now just 24 minutes away. This is Countdown to Kickoff, presented by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa on the LA Chargers Football Network.
You like football? So do we. Keep it going this weekend on AM 570 LA Sports. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. hear Iowa and Iowa State square off in a Big Ten matchup.
And now lateral to Allen and reaching for the pylon. Are you kidding me?
Then Sunday night at 5, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens travel to Buffalo to take on the Bills.
On LA's home for football.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Scoring your favorite LA Chargers gear has never been easier with 2 locations to choose from. The Equipment Room at SoFi Stadium and the Chargers Team Store located right there at 2144 East El Segundo Boulevard in the Chargers Commons Shopping Center. Open Thursday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Chargers Team Store is stocked with the latest limited edition merch drops, jerseys, headwear, sideline gear, and much more. To learn more, visit chargers.com/shop. Again, that's chargers.com/shop.
Football is back, and so is your shot at big wins. With DraftKings Pick 6, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL, your game day instincts can score you real money fast. Just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats, from breakout rookies to elite QBs, and unlock the upside every snap brings. The better your calls, the bigger your payout. And here's the kickoff bonus. New DraftKings customers get $50 in bonus picks with just a $5 entry. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code PLAYLA. That's code PLAYLA. Play $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks. Make the right call. Ride the upside. In partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 bonus picks that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Intercepted! This is LA Chargers Countdown to Kickoff. The Chargers have it on the LA Chargers Audio Network.
22 minutes remain on our Morongo Casino Resort and Spa Countdown to Kickoff. The Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs in the regular season opener from Arena Corinthians in Sao Paulo, Brazil. The destination is finally within sight. It was an 11-hour and 18-minute flight for the Chargers, covering 6,345 miles. They left L.A. early Tuesday evening. Overnight flight arrived in Brazil on Wednesday morning. The Chargers will travel more miles than any other team in the NFL this year. And check this out. When the Chargers are a third of the way home from Sao Paulo to LA on the flight back, they will have already traveled more miles than the Cincinnati Bengals will all season long. A lot of streaks on the line tonight. Kansas City has won 7 in a row head-to-head against the Chargers. 6 of the last 8 decided by 6 points or less. Last season in Week 4, Chargers jumped out to a 10-0 lead over the Chiefs at SoFi Stadium, but Kansas City came back to win it 17-10. Then in Week 14, The Chargers led at Kansas City 17-16 in the final seconds, but then the Chiefs' Matthew Wright banked in the game-winning 31-yard field goal at the gun off the left upright, clinching Kansas City's 9th consecutive AFC Western Division championship, a streak the Chargers are trying to break, of course, this year. And speaking of divisional games, not only is this a divisional game, but the Chargers' first 3 games this year, right out of the chute, divisional games against Kansas City now, on Monday Night Football at Las Vegas next week, and then September 21st in the home opener in Week 3 at SoFi Stadium. But right now, the stage is set in Sao Paulo, the regular season opener between the Chargers and the defending AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs. Now stay tuned as Matt Muddy Smith, Daniel Jeremiah, and Shannon Farron present you the keys to the game, the players to watch, the opening kickoff, and all the play-by-play on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports,
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
California. It's time to reimagine not only what we recycle, but how we recycle it. Putting food scraps in your green bin and taking California Redemption Value beverage containers to a recycling site to get your cash back are just 2 of the small steps you can take today for a greener tomorrow. This is how we're reimagining recycling California. And it all starts right here. To learn more, visit recyclingreimaginedca.com.
I've been feeling those good vibrations all summer long. Turns out my car needs new shocks. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Gavin DeGraw brings the greatness this Saturday.
Number 2.
Claim your free Retrovan Bluetooth speaker September 9th when you earn 500 points on your rewards card.
And the number 1 reason.
Turn fantasy into reality when you host your league's fantasy football draft party at Morongo.
Morongo. Good times.
Scoring your favorite LA Chargers gear has never been easier with 2 locations to choose from. The Equipment Room at SoFi Stadium and the Chargers Team Store located right there at 2144 East El Segundo Boulevard in the Chargers Commons Shopping Center. Open Thursday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Chargers Team Store is stocked with the latest limited edition merch drops, jerseys, headwear, sideline gear, and much more. To learn more, visit chargers.com/shop. Again, that's chargers.com/shop.
You're listening to LA Chargers Countdown to Kickoff.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody!
On the LA Chargers Audio Network.
All right, Ilo, to take a page from you, it says on the scoreboard 16 minutes, 37 seconds to kick off. Let's get you your Verizon keys to the game, brought to you by Verizon, the official 5G network of the Los Angeles Chargers. DJ, what do we got?
Well, for me, the key to the game, I'm going to have an interesting one for you, to me. It's the running backs. It is these 2 backs. Omarion Hampton, get a chance to see him in his rookie debut, as well as Najee Harris. And it's not going to be them running the ball, Money. Their ability in the passing game to be able to sort and pick up blitzes you're going to see from this Steve Spagnuolo defense, I think is the key to unlocking some big plays down the field.
Yeah, I saw an interesting one on that Steve Spagnuolo defense. Justin Herbert, 343 dropbacks against Steve Spagnuolo since he's been the defensive coordinator in Kansas City. He has a 100.5 rating, 8 yards per attempt versus the blitz. Those are the best numbers against him. It's hard for us because we've seen it so much to know that he's kind of operated at that high a level, especially when he's throwing those blitzes at him. Just because I think the scar tissue of 7 consecutive losses and the way these things end perhaps clouds that picture a little bit.
Yeah, well, he dials it up, and he's aggressive. Justin has had success, but, man, getting inside the 20 and finishing drives has been a little bit of a bugaboo, so that's going to be a key emphasis on this one. But they'll come on any down from any direction. It could be corner, linebacker, safety. You don't know where they're coming from, and you go from having veteran back, to now a rookie in his first start, seeing a lot of these things for the first time. So if Amari Hampton can not only run the ball well, that'd be fantastic. But if he can just pick up the free rushers that are going to come tonight, that would be huge.
What's just defensively now? Flip the side of the ball there. It's they've done a great job. I mean, you look at they allowed 19 points and 13 points or whatever it was, 19 and 17. There you go. So an average of 18.5 points per game, or 18 points per game to this Chiefs team last year with this Jesse Minter defense. So what's the key? Like, how do you get the win?
There's three things. First of all, it's unselfish pass rush, meaning you're going to have to collapse the pocket from the outside. You're not trying to win on the high side with a speed rush. You're not trying to, dart inside two gaps and trying to be a hero. You're going to try and push and collapse those tackles into Mahomes, keep him pinned in that pocket. That's the first one. The second one, you've got to tackle out in the open field. They're going to hit you with a bazillion of these rub routes, crossing routes underneath. You got to be able to wrap these guys up and get them on the field. And we saw it last year with Xavier Worthy. Just eliminate that big, over-the-top, explosive play. Keep the ball in front of you.
That was the difference in that game, 17-10. The juke, the fake. Christian Fulton bid on it. He's going to be on the Chiefs sideline. Maybe they can get Ladd McConkey to do that to him today.
Turnabout's fair play.
And that was the difference in the game. And also, it's something that you have preached regularly in these games. He's going to give you a couple.
Yep.
And last year they got the interception. They cashed it in for a field goal. You got to catch the ball, and you got to turn it into points.
No question. You're going to get your opportunities, make the most of it. This is Patrick Mahomes, 35-5 versus this division. It is not going to be easy, but sometimes you got to go to Brazil to get a win, money. That's what you got to do to beat the Chiefs.
Got to hop on that plane, travel 11 hours, play in front of this fantastic crowd. Brazilians perhaps have a reputation of being late arrivers, but not tonight. Place is already packed, ready to go with about 13 and a half minutes before kickoff. Our scene set, starting lineups coming up next here on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Hey, Chargers fans, a winning football team runs like a well-oiled machine. Every player doing their job, every part working together in peak condition. Your vehicle's no different. Hi, this is Tim Cates for Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where your car or truck gets the championship treatment with a 15-minute drive-through oil change. No appointment needed. Locations all over Southern California. Find yours at SoCalOilChange.com. Want your ride to perform like a winning team? Touchdown, Chargers! Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil change.
Hey, Bolt fam, level up your next Chargers game with Vivid Seats. They've got the seats you want and the deals you deserve. Plus, they're the only ticket company that rewards you for buying. As a proud partner of the LA Chargers, they offer premium experience packages that include your own private perch suite, all-inclusive food and beverages, premium parking, plus a chance to meet your favorite Chargers legends. Catch all the games, all backed by a 100% buyer guarantee. Just download the app to order and earn rewards. Vivid Seats. Experience it live.
All right, team, it's game time. Blue 42, California 8 scratch right on one.
Wait, what play is that? Keep up, man. He said play scratchers from the California Lottery. Oh. With the new Los Angeles Chargers scratchers, it's always a great call. For sure.
On one. Ready, set,
Play the new Game Day Scratchers from the California Lottery. A little play can make your day. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase, play, or claim.
Got a game, boys! This is LA Chargers Countdown to Kickoff.
Comes pressure. Mahomes pumps. Head drop!
On the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Now back in the booth, high above the field at Neoquímica Arena, or Stadium, or Corinthians Stadium. That is the soccer team that plays here, Corinthians, as the Chiefs jog onto the field in their white top, red pant combo, led by Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Their international superstardom attached to them. Of course, the engagement to Taylor Swift, certainly a big part of why we see a whole lot of Chiefs red out there, DJ. But as we talk about these starting lineups, we start with that offensive line and a group that we thought was going to be one of the strengths of this team when Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt were coming back as perhaps the best tackle tandem in the league. Unfortunately, the preseason injury to Rashawn moves Joe Alt to that left tackle, and your right tackle will be Trey Pipkins, but at least it happened a while ago. And so this group has had an opportunity to spend about a month together getting ready to go. Your guards, Mekhi Becton, signed as a free agent this offseason after his Super Bowl run with the Eagles. Zion Johnson, of course, in his fourth season out of BC, the first-round pick from 2022. And Bradley Bozeman, one of our captains, is going to anchor the middle of that line.
Yeah, again, you got to be able to sort it out again in this rush. Know where 95 is at all times. Chris Jones done a lot of damage off the edge as he's gotten a little bit older. That seems to be where he's really making his hay. So know where 95 is for that group.
Let's quickly take 10 seconds for our stations to identify themselves on the LA Chargers Football Network.
This is the flagship of the LA Chargers audio network. KFI KOST HD2 Los Angeles, an iHeartRadio station.
Shannon, you were talking about Keenan Allen a little bit earlier. We expect your starting three receivers in those sets to be Keenan, Ladd McConkey, and Quentin. What did you say? How many days has it been since we've seen that special connection?
Yeah, 635, and they didn't miss a beat. On the other side of the ball, guys, it looks like it's going to be a rotation at corner. When you saw Patrick Mahomes kind of get out of rhythm, that's what they're trying to do by throwing all the fresh legs at him tonight. When you look at Tarheeb Still, Dante Jackson, Cam Hart, St. Juice, they're all going to play. Their guys are excited about that challenge to make Patrick Mahomes get uncomfortable.
Here come the Chargers with their Charger gold, their powder blue flags, an American flag, a Brazilian flag. They are wearing their powder blue top, gold pant, powder blue sock combo, and they look fantastic. It's a heck of a uniform matchup for these Chargers and Chiefs, and we're going to kick it off in about 10 minutes, but you mentioned it, Shannon, the corners, Tarheeb Still, Dante Jackson expected to be the starters. Your safeties will be Elijah Molden and Alohi Gilman, and we saw your linebackers, by the way, Deion Henley, Denzel Perriman, and we saw DJ Derwin James last year, not just majority, like 80% of his snaps were at that big nickel position, and I suspect we're going to see a lot of that today, get him closer to that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and you also look at that Week 14 matchup, what he did when matched up with Kelce. 19 snaps, 1 catch, 4 yards. How much of that are we going to see in this ball game? So Derwin's going to be near the line of scrimmage. My question is going to be, how much are they going to let him match up with Kelce? Yeah, and I'll tell you, the strength of this team, if you watch the preseason, we know it was a big loss with Poona Ford, but all preseason long, they rotated all of these guys. It's going to be Tier Tart, Deshaun Hand, and Otito Abonia to get the start, but Jamari Caldwell, Justin Aboigbe will rotate through, and you get that push there. We saw that be awfully effective last year against this team with what Poona Ford was able to do. I think we've hit on the theme for this Charger team this year. It is depth and it is rotating. It's getting guys fresh in the backfield. We're going to see it in the defensive backfield. We're going to see it in the defensive line, the receiver group. This is a much deeper squad than they were in 24. No doubt. And Shannon, as we finish it up, you were down there while Cam Dicker was warming up. 3 field goal attempts today, and he is going to be the most accurate kicker in NFL history with 100 attempts.
Yeah, and I was talking to Rick Lovato, just called up as long snapper because Harris is injured. He was here to play for Philadelphia last year. He said the field is in much better condition than it was even in warm-ups last year. They brought in groundskeepers from Philadelphia, from Green Bay, and so far the field is holding, guys. Awesome. Great to hear. You mentioned Lovato. He is called up today in place of Josh Harris, who is injured, and there is a relationship with he and Cam Dicker. When Cameron was in Philadelphia, it was Lovato who was his long snapper. We'll be back with kickoff next. Chargers, Chiefs coming up on the LA Chargers Football Network.
You like football? So do we. Keep it going this weekend on AM 570 LA Sports. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. hear Iowa and Iowa State square off in a Big Ten matchup.
And now lateral to Allen and reaching for the pylon. Are you kidding me?
Then Sunday night at 5, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens travel to Buffalo to take on the Bills.
On LA's home for football.
AM 570 LA Sports.
I've been feeling those good vibrations all summer long. Turns out my car needs new shocks. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Gavin DeGraw brings the greatness this Saturday.
Number 2.
Claim your free Retrovan Bluetooth speaker September 9th when you earn 500 points on your rewards card.
And the number 1 reason.
Turn fantasy into reality when you host your league's fantasy football draft party at Morongo.
Morongo, good times.
NFL fans, Week 1 is your shot to play free and stack $1 million cash bag with DraftKings Pick 6, an official partner of the NFL. Here's how. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app, DraftKings' easiest way to play fantasy. Enter for free and pick more or less on 6-player stats for Week 1. You share your link with friends to add more cash to the bag and get bonus shots to win. Hit all 6 picks and you'll be split in a bag that's already at $1 million or more. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app. Use the code BOLTUP, B-O-L-T-U-P. Opt in for free and start stacking entries for NFL Week 1, 0 cost. Huge upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 plus. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. Must claim token for free entry in the Bag Builder contest. Only perfect entries earn share of cash prize. Tokens are single use and expire September 8th at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promo.
This is the flagship of the LA Chargers audio network. KFI KOST HD2 Los Angeles, an iHeartRadio station.
Bunch formation to the right. Now McConkey goes in motion right to left.
This is Los Angeles Chargers football.
Running to his right, looking, throwing to the end zone.
All the way live when it's go time. This the moment we've been waiting on our whole lives.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Stopping out the tunnel with them Hall of Fame vibes.
Welcome
The LA Chargers.
to LA Chargers football.
We going up, we going live.
Right here on the Los Angeles Chargers audio network.
It's go time.
It's Justin Herbert time.
It's go time. Let's go.
And now,
Let's go.
alongside Daniel Jeremiah,
Chargers radio analyst.
your voice of the LA Chargers, Matt Money Smith.
Of the Brazilian national anthem, beautifully sung, a sight to behold. Try to paint that picture for your mind's eye. Giant American flag to our left, stretching from the goal line to the 40, and on the other side of the field to our right, that beautiful green, gold, and blue Brazilian flag stretching from the opposite end zone line, goal line to the 40 as well. A heck of a scene to behold. Shannon Farron down on the field, Daniel Jeremiah, and I up here, and me, Matt Money Smith, up in the booth. Our man Craig Bryant made the trip from Texas. We certainly appreciate that. Going to be doing stats and spotting for us today, and we are excited to get this one going as Carl Cheffers going to be our referee. Chiefs making their way to that NFL shield at the middle of the field. Chargers captains this year, Justin Herbert, Bradley Bozeman, Joe Alt on the offensive side of the ball, Deion Henley, Derwin James, Khalil Mack on the defensive side of the ball, and Patrick Mahomes out there with Harrison Butker, Chris Jones, as they all exchange handshakes. Get the coin toss here after these handshakes.
Kelce not a captain. That kind of surprises me.
Yeah, right? I thought that might be 87, then I realized it was 95, Chris Jones. Here we go.
Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome to the 2025 NFL season. This is the coin that we'll be using for tonight's toss. The game logo is heads. The other side is tails. Kansas City gets to call the toss.
Heads.
He's called heads. It is tails.
We'll defer.
Chargers have deferred their choice to the second half. Chiefs will receive. Chiefs will receive first at this end of the field. Good luck, gentlemen.
All right, so the luck from the preseason continues, and the Chargers win the coin toss. They will defer, so we'll get that defense out there first, DJ. We talked about it a little bit there as we were going through the starting lineups. You're going to have that front with your edges. Tuli Tuipulotu taking the place of Joey Bosa, now found himself a free agent deal in Buffalo. He'll be opposite Khalil Mack, one of our captains. Has sacked Patrick Mahomes 2.5 times in his career, and the center of that defensive line, Tier Tart, getting the promotion to the Poona Ford spot along with Deshaun Hand and Otito Abonia. Your linebackers, your other captain, Deion Henley, along with Denzel Perriman, providing that pop and that punch at that level of the defense. And then your secondary, Tarheeb Still, Dante Jackson, and your safeties, Elijah Molden, Alohi Gilman, and the defense, of course, led by captain in his 8th season out of Florida State, drafted in the first round of 2018, Derwin James, who has actually sacked Mahomes 3 times in his career.
Tell you what, it warms my heart to see number 58, Marlo Wax, out there on the opening kickoff team.
Yeah, he was undrafted free agent out of Syracuse. We got Tyquan Thornton back there and Nico Remigio.
Look at this. Look at this. It is beautiful.
Look at that.
Everybody's got cards up. I don't speak the language, but I see the NFL logo. It is awesome.
Yeah, it is beautiful. What a great scene. Snap a photo of that and post it on the Instagram for the people. As Cameron Dicker is going to kick right to left from where we sit. Get a little shot of that.
That
is
is
really
cool.
cool. And I will say I love that the entire crowd sang the national anthem. What a cool vibe inside this stadium. Of course, dynamic kickoff still in place as we're holding for TV here.
You're holding for YouTube, brother.
That's right. Well, in LA, it's on NBC, but also on YouTube. You're right. Holding for YouTube. Ran into our friends Rich Eisen and Kurt Warner, who are going to be on the call. Saw Stacey Dales down there on the field. Great broadcast team, and now we got all the bracelets.
Baseball's gotten out of the Brewers.
Strobe lights.
Pretty cool.
That is an electric atmosphere.
It's like a mixture of a concert and a bowl game and a Super Bowl, kind of like
they tried to
like a fireworks firing off.
Exactly. Well, we know Brazilians know how to party. That's for sure. You think about Carnival, what they're doing out here. So here we go. Dicker steps away. And the Chargers 20-25 season is underway. It skipped to the 5-yard line. Thornton with it at the 20, at the 25. He's got a lane to the 30, and he has got speed to the 40. Left sideline 45. Flag comes in all over the field. As it stands, it would be all the way near midfield, a 40-yard return. But let's see. Chargers 20. Yes, it is going to be on the Chiefs. Bring it back.
Obvious hold. It got
Third and return, holding. Number 2, return team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Joshua Williams on the hold. It's going to back him up inside the 25-yard line. Let's get downstairs to Shannon Farron.
And Butker right now are thought to be two of the leading kickers in handling the dynamic kickoff, which was tweaked this year. A touchback will come to the 35 and not the 30.
Yeah, we've gotten a chance to see firsthand Harrison Butker practicing this kick.
They go to Tyquan Thornton on the near side. To the numbers, 20, goes all the way to the left side. 25, Thornton at the 30, gets a block at the edge, 35, 40, near the Chiefs sideline, and a flag thrown late on the return, about 20 yards behind the turn. Tyquan Thornton.
He'll pick up 4, make it 3. It'll be a 2nd and 7.
That was Tier Tart who got in the backfield and disrupted that whole thing. It's actually a really nice run by Pacheco to get what he got. Tart was 2 yards in the backfield.
That beat his man right off the snap. Tart, Abonia, and Deshaun Hand, your tackles. Khalil Mack on the left side of that line. Strength of the Chiefs line is to the left. And there is Worthy taking a handoff, reversing field. And he is tripped up inside the 30-yard line by Khalil Mack. How about that? No gain on the play. Mack, in his 12th season, looking like a spring chicken out there.
And they tried to pull Kelce across the formation for Still. Still is able to avoid that block and force that back inside to Khalil, who made the play.
Well, here we go. 3rd down. Last season, 11th in the league were, I should say 2nd in the league were the Chiefs. Chargers defense 5th. Strength against strength. Can they get a 3-and-out to get this game started? Kareem Hunt in the backfield. Mahomes to throw for the first time. Has a man. It skips.
They ran into
in the direction of Hollywood Brown. Yeah, Hollywood Brown ran into a receiver, knocked him off his route. We got a Chief down on the play as well. And that's Xavier Worthy. So how about that? Chargers defense with a 3-and-out to get us started. Double D, Darius Davis set to retrieve the punt at the 20-yard line.
We knew if you go man coverage, they like to motion to get an indicator. They saw the Chargers in man coverage. They tried to run a little pick route, and it ended up being a little friendly fire.
Now, this is one of the biggest legs in the league, and Matt Araiza out of San Diego State. His toes are on his own 15. As we said, Davis, his 20. And this is a short punt. Davis telling everybody to get out of the way. It does take a Chiefs bounce. Squirts out of bounds right sideline at the 32-yard line. No return. A 40-yard punt. And the Chargers with great field position on their first offensive possession. And Mekhi Becton was feeling a little under the weather earlier, listed as questionable, but was going through the warm-ups. He is out there, your brand new right guard with Trey Pipkins, right tackle, Joe Alt, your captain at left tackle, the second-year first-round pick. They break huddle. And how about our rookie, first-round pick, Amarian Hampton, to the left of Herbert in the shotgun. Motion man is Conklin, the tight end. 5 on the line of scrimmage for the Chiefs. Chargers' first offensive play is a throw. Herbert climbs the pocket. He's going to take off and use those legs, jukes a man, and Herbert lowers his shoulder, gets out to the 38-yard line, pops right back up after a 6-yard gain.
We didn't get to see much of that from Justin Herbert last year. He is fully healthy and got a little pressure from Chris Jones up the field, just climbed right up in there and got 6 yards.
Got upended by Jaden Hicks, but again, not before. He's got himself a 2nd and 4 ahead of schedule. They break huddle. There's Keenan Allen on the right. Quentin Johnson, Ladd McConkey to the left. Herbert under center. Hampton in the backfield. And play action again, rolling to his right. Q wide open with a catch. 40, 45, right sideline into Chiefs territory. Makes a man miss. 40, 35, 30. Finally shoved out of bounds. Q with the explosive, and that is all yak for Quentin Johnston. Beautifully drawn up by Greg Roman for 34 yards.
And a nice block by Ladd McConkey. He's able to kick out Warren. That allowed him to cut back down the sideline, and a huge chunk play on a little leak route on a boot from Justin Herbert.
Honoring that play action of their big rookie out of North Carolina, Marion Hampton. To the left of Herbert in shotgun. Now the big man, Scott Matlock, on top of the numbers left with Keenan Allen. Q to the right with Ladd in the slot. Now Matlock in motion to the backfield. Handoff, no. Play action again. Herbert pumps, throws, caught McConkey for the first time. That's good for 8 yards. Shoved out of bounds right sideline. Herbert perfect with his legs and his arm thus far, and they are knocking on the door of the red zone.
What'd we say? You brought it up. All these receivers active, only 2 tight ends up. Chargers have been beating their head against the wall against this Chiefs team trying to run the football, and they've come out and opened it up on this first drive.
And when I say knocking on the door, the football is about an inch off the 20-yard line. They got to get to the 19, so less than a yard here on 2nd and 1. And here's our first running play to Hampton. Hampton with a lane. Hampton churning the legs all the way to the 11-yard line. What a start to the rookie's career. He gets a helmet bump from Scott Matlock after the gain of 9.
Matlock was in motion, and he just crushed Karlaftis. He came from that wide receiver spot all the way across the formation and just leveled Karlaftis to help open that up.
Disley checks in. Conklin comes off. So Marion Hampton's first carry in his professional career goes for 9 yards. A 1st and 10 from the 12. They can get a first down at the 2. Credit card alignment. Pitch to Hampton. Looking for that left edge. Cuts inside. Gets inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 1. We'll call it 2. Call it 3.
Now Keenan Allen coming on the field right now.
Matlock going off.
There's just so many better options for this offense than they had last time they saw this Chiefs team.
Chiefs exchange personnel as well. They go to a nickel here. Break huddle, bunch formation to the right with Disley, McConkey, and Allen. All alone left is Q. In the backfield with Herbert is Hampton. From the shotgun, left hash. Motion man Keenan right to left. That's where Herbert's looking. Pocket collapsing. Herbert's going to tuck the ball, take off. And he will be dropped at the 10-yard line, lose a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 8.
Chief, it looks like Chris Jones a little slow to get up down there. He got back up. Nice protection. I mean, Herbert, that was just kind of a shot clock thing. I think he felt like he needed to get out of there, but it was actually a clean pocket. He was good.
Disley comes off. Conklin goes back on. 3rd down last year for this Chiefs defense. 26th in the league. 44% conversion rate for opponents. So here we go. Herbert, Hampton in the backfield. Bunch formation to the left, Q to the right.
They're coming from the left side here.
They are stacked on that line of scrimmage. And they bring everybody. Herbert climbs the pocket, rolling to his right. Flag comes in at the line of scrimmage, throws to the end zone. Caught! They say no, incomplete, intended for Conklin. Let's see what the flag is.
They've got offsides.
That's what Bozeman's saying. Here's Carl Cheffers. Getting clarification here.
Offside, number 56. Defense, 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
There's Karlaftis. So we'll take it. Instead of 3rd and 8, you get a 3rd and 3. Opens up a lot of options here.
They had McConkey doubled on that last one. It sounds like they want to try and take him away down here, see if they do the same thing on this down and force Justin to go somewhere else.
McConkey goes left with Keenan and Conklin. Q all alone right. Hampton to the left of Herbert in the shotgun on a 3rd and 3. Now he moves to the right side of Herbert from the right hash. Shotgun to throw. Herbert has time. Throws to the end zone. Caught 2. Touchdown, Chargers. There is a flag on the line of scrimmage, and I think it's coming back.
That was a late flag.
The result of the play is a touchdown, personal foul, roughing the passer, number 56, defense. A penalty will be enforced on the try.
How about that? How do you go for 2 from the 1 yard line? You got your big back in Hampton.
See what they want to do.
Nope, they're going to kick it.
Keep the momentum.
Right.
Finish up positive here.
That's a rough go for Karlaftis. He gets an offside on a 3rd and 8, and then a personal foul. The Chiefs were all signaling hold.
That was a great drive. You can't have a better drive, Greg Roman. Nicely done.
Sure can't. He's just to our left. Justin Herbert, 3 of 3, 47 yards, 1 touchdown for a perfect passer rating of 158.3. And an old school extra point attempt here for Cam Dicker from the 15-yard line. A little Let's Go Chargers chant. And the extra point is good. Chargers, 9 minutes, 11 seconds in the first quarter, force a 3-and-out, score a touchdown. They lead 7-0 on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era. And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports,
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Football is back, and so is your shot at big wins. With DraftKings Pick 6, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL, your game day instincts can score you real money fast. Just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats, from breakout rookies to elite QBs, and unlock the upside every snap brings. The better your calls, the bigger your payout. And here's the kickoff bonus. New DraftKings customers get $50 in bonus picks with just a $5 entry. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code PLAYLA. That's code PLAYLA. Play $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks. Make the right call. Ride the upside. In partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 bonus picks that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
When you look at a Ford F-150, you'll see hard work, a great adventure, and so much more. Inside and Out is designed for the family, the road trip, and the most demanding jobs.
With that kind of versatility, it's no wonder it's America's best-selling truck for 48 years and counting.
The 2025 Ford F-150, from California's best-selling truck brand, Ford. It's time to see Ford in a new light.
1, 2, 3. You're listening to LA Chargers football.
The start of something special right here, man. Let's go.
All season long.
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Well, excited to bring this one to you. Our UCLA Health Drive Summary presented by UCLA Health, keeping you on top of your game. Chargers force a 3-and-out and then go 7 plays. 68 yards, 4 minutes, 15 seconds. Justin Herbert, we mentioned, perfect. Omarion Hampton, 2 carries for 11 yards. And how about Q? Quentin Johnston, 2 receptions, 38 yards, and a touchdown. Dicker boots this one to the back of the end zone. They'll take a knee, and the Chiefs will start at the 35. And we get back downstairs to Shannon Farron.
Khalil Mack's dad, Sandy, made the trip. He's wearing his son's powder blue jersey. He says he wants 4 sacks out of Khalil tonight. He says that's not too much to ask for, is it? But Khalil Mack versus Josh Simmons is one of the key matchups, guys. Could be the most talented tackle in the draft. The Chiefs snagged at 32, coming off a knee injury at Ohio State. But you wouldn't know it. People who have watched him say he has overperformed, surprisingly so. Mack does start strong, 4.5 sacks across his last week 1 games, guys.
Well, let's hope he gets after it. Welcome the rookie to the league. Mahomes from the shotgun, play action to Pacheco, has all day to throw. Still all day. I mean, he is just standing back there, and now he's going to take off to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, and out of bounds for a first down, a gain of 11. Actually make it 10. They'll mark him down at the 45. I mean, he was back there for an afternoon.
Yeah, Thule ended up going underneath. We talked about it in the pregame. That was actually Bud Dupree. It was a long, long play, and then just trying to get some pressure, he decided to take that inside path. You're better off staying blocked and keeping contained at that point in time than trying to get to him and going underneath and open it up.
Yeah, big man Tito was the guy that had to track him down. Now under center with a first down, their first down of the game. Pacheco in the backfield. And there's the handoff to Pacheco, and Pacheco runs into the pile. Dropped, we'll call it at the 46.5 for a gain of 2. 2nd and 8, Chargers up 7-0. 8:21 to go in the first quarter. Dear Tart in the middle of that.
See what happens with Xavier Worthy, Money. If he's not able
he's
to
questionable now.
He's questionable. If he doesn't play in this ballgame, that is a huge loss for this offense. Already down Rashee Rice.
Yeah, it's Smith-Schuster out to the right, Hollywood Brown to the left. And now Smith-Schuster in motion. Mahomes to throw, middle of the field, wide open. And there's Kelce's first catch for a first down to the Charger 43-yard line, we'll call it. Gain of 9. A lot of new Travis Kelce fans in the world.
Yeah, there really are.
Last 2 years.
Just a little spot route working against Alohi Gilman.
Yeah,
he's just so much bigger.
Yeah, it took him a couple extra heaves to get him out of the ground. Mack and Bud Dupree, your edges here, all empty for Mahomes. Pacheco now motions back, and we got movement on the line. Back him up 5.
False start. Number 71, offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
That's the rookie Josh Simmons staring at Bud Dupree across from him. So now you get him off schedule. Back to the 48-yard line. Smith-Schuster out on the numbers left. Numbers right is the speedster Tyquan Thornton. Tarheeb still shadowing him. Pacheco in the backfield. Mahomes to throw. And it's a quick one. Smith-Schuster gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
They say his knee wasn't down, huh?
I thought his knee was down. Yeah, we got one. Yeah, they're adjusting. It'll be a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 10. Yeah, Lowy was there. Hey, try to get it if you can. If you're the Chiefs, you never know.
These mics are picking up the huddle calls for both teams, by the way. Dangerous.
Yes. Rashard Smith wide of the numbers left. Dante Jackson over there with him. Cam Hart in the game. Shannon talked about how these corners are going to rotate. Mahomes to throw. Pocket clean. Takes a shot to the end zone. And over the head of Tyquan Thornton. Nowhere near. Coverage good from Cam Hart. And we got a 3rd and 10.
It's interesting to see if this Chiefs offense can remain patient. They've talked so much all offseason about wanting to be more dynamic, more explosive, more big plays. But the Chargers are taking that away. They're forcing you to be patient. And you see Mahomes a little antsy to get this ball vertical.
Cam Hart stays in. Dante Jackson. Tarheeb still in the slot. Derwin, we got to get a guy off the field. They got too many men.
Timeout.
Now they got to call a timeout. Derwin is not happy. Well, Cam came off the sideline and didn't tell Elijah Molden. And man, Derwin is hot. Harbaugh has to go out and calm him down a little bit. He slaps his shoulder, says, "We're good, coach." Win with Wilshire Law Firm, official personal injury attorneys of the Chargers. You can find them at wilshirelaw.com/Chargers and pay nothing until you win. So, a good timeout. You don't want to give them a free 5 like they gave the Chargers, led to a touchdown. Hey, you're right. I'm going to be quiet.
I know. Jeez.
Be quiet. We should tell the coaches next to us. Feel free to pot up the radio broadcast here. We got trips right. 2 left. Pacheco now in motion. No, make that Kareem Hunt, who's going to join Mahomes in the backfield. Changing the play. 11 on the play clock.
Troy Dice showed a blitz there.
And he's bringing it. 3rd and 10. Mahomes, quick out. Caught. Dropped. A straight drop by Hollywood Brown. He had the first down as Jackson was playing way off. And now a 4th and 10. And let's see how Butker's 70-yard field goal fares. Or will they punt it?
Money, that would have been a touchdown. That was going to be a missed tackle. He was going to wheel out and score. And I think he got thinking about that, and that's when he took his eyes off the ball, tried to run with it.
Jackson was trying to jump it.
Wow, I'm surprised.
They're punting, yeah. Darius Davis on the 10. Ariza, end-over-end kick. Davis lets it bounce. It takes a Chiefs bounce. This thing's going to be down at the 2. So at least they pin the Chargers deep. It's a 40-yard punt. Chargers up 7-0. They'll start this offensive drive from their own 2 when we return on the LA Chargers Football Network.
You like football? So do we. Touchdown! Keep it going this weekend on AM 570 LA Sports. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. here, Iowa and Iowa State square off in a Big Ten matchup.
And now lateral to Allen and reaching for the pylon. Are you kidding me?
Then Sunday night at 5, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens travel to Buffalo to take on the Bills.
On LA's home for football.
AM 570 LA Sports.
It's official. The 30% federal tax credit ends this year. You need to act now. Switch to solar with Semper Solaris now or pay 30% more later. Go to sempersolaris.com. Consult your tax advisor. See website for details. Expires 12/31/25. CSLB number 978152.
Hall of Famer Eric Dickerson joins Fred Rogan and Rodney Peete for Ford NFL Spotlight. Don't miss a moment beginning at 1 p.m. this Monday on LA's home for NFL football.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
I mean, this has just been a buffet of quarterbacks.
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers audio.
Charger fans, bolt up. Catch all the action this season live in person with Vivid Seats, proud partner of the Los Angeles Chargers and the only ticket company that rewards you for buying. Download the app today. They break huddle. Herbert about 4 yards deep in the end zone. Keenan Allen out there. Hampton in the backfield again to his left. 4 on the line of scrimmage for the Chiefs. Matlock goes in motion. Play action. Herbert. All kinds of time. Now has to roll to his right. Throws over the head of Keenan Allen. Just had to get rid of it. As long as it seemed like he had to throw, Ashton Gillette, the rookie, just popped back there in a hurry.
Yeah, they wanted to kind of hit a home run on the bottom down here, working a little switch route to McConkey. And Herbert hung on that as long as he could. It wasn't there. By the time he got to Keenan, who was open, he was just trying to get that ball out and avoid a safety.
So 2nd and 10 from the 2. A nice punt by Matt Ariza. Darius Davis passed on the fair catch at about the 9-yard line. McConkey in motion. Showing blitz are the Chiefs. Drew Tranquil. And he brings it. And Herbert, quick throw. Got some breathing room out to the 10-yard line. Complete to McConkey for a gain of 8 and a 3rd and 2. Noel Williams, the rookie out of Cal, with the tackle.
Yeah, the Chiefs slanting, trying to get some penetration, thinking the Chargers are going to try and run this ball and be conservative down there. Instead, they get a little quick option route from McConkey, and Herbert put it right on his chest.
Keenan comes off. Darius Davis goes in with all that speed. Quentin goes to the left. Darius to the right. McConkey in the slot over there. Hampton in the backfield on a 3rd and 2. Davis in motion now. Takes the pitch, hands to Hampton. Hampton hit in the backfield, and he is dropped at the 10. Be a 3 and out. Chargers have to punt. They did not bite on the fake on the sweep, so J.K. Scott with brand new long snapper Rick Lovato sending the ball his way. First time we'll see Rick out here.
Yeah, Drew Tranquil did not take that cheese with that speed motion. He just hung right in there, filled, and made the tackle.
So J.K. going to punt this from the H in the word Chargers in his own end zone. And we got Remigio. It's a nice punt. Real nice punt by Scott. Up there forever. Fields it at the 35. Remigio being chased down by Troy Dye. And ultimately trying to get the beat on it here. Was that Marlowe? No. I think that was Delshon Phillips that made the tackle. So a good job of flipping the field to the Chiefs 45. A 55-yard punt with a 7-yard return. Chargers defense back on the field with the Bolts up 7-0 on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Eric Dickerson here for my favorite spot in the desert, Spotlight 29.
When you're in the Coachella Valley, nobody brings you fun and excitement like Spotlight 29 Casino. They've added hundreds of new slots and 5 treasures baccarat exclusive to Spotlight 29.
And the best lineup of entertainers anywhere.
Go to spotlight29.com for details.
Plus, the gaming age is now 18.
So get to the Coachella Valley.
Great shows, bright lights, and big winnings. Spotlight 29.
Coachella's best bet.
It's official. The 30% federal tax credit ends this year. You need to act now. Switch to solar with Semper Solaris now or pay 30% more later. Go to sempersolaris.com. Consult your tax advisor. See website for details. Expires 12/31/25. CSLB number 978152.
Hall of Famer Eric Dickerson joins Fred Rogan and Rodney Peete for Ford NFL Spotlight. Don't miss a moment beginning at 1 p.m. this Monday on LA's home for NFL football.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Chargers up 7-0, 4:28 to go in the first. Nice punt from his own end zone by J.K. Scott has the Chiefs starting this drive at their own 42. Mahomes to throw. Takes a shot to the left side. And is that picked off? Dante Jackson, no, they say incomplete. It was intended for Hollywood Brown, went through his hands. Dante Jackson saying, look at that thing again, that he caught it. He's saying, I got my hands under it.
He's got incredible hands, by the way.
6 last year. He's telling the coaches, I caught that thing. We don't have a monitor, and I'm next to the coach's booth. He's saying, throw the flag. They're breaking huddle. See if Harbaugh trusts his guy. And no, the clink scales. Oh, I think he intercepted that. Chiefs got a quick one off, and the Chargers able to stuff it, so it'll be a 3rd and 10. I think he got that.
Yeah, they were very confident. I'm surprised they didn't challenge it.
Dante has just got his hands at his sides in disbelief that they didn't listen to him. It did bobble. He bobbled it, but he was able to secure it to his body. And there's just no monitors in the booths. We got the coach's booth next to us, and that's just playing the scoreboard. So you're in a regular NFL stadium. They got a chance to see that, and they would have thrown the flag. Well, here we go, a 3rd and 10.
Keep an eye on 87. They're in the slot.
Slot left for Kelce. Mahomes to throw. Looking right side, has a man. Thornton overshot him. Thornton had 2 steps on Hart, but Mahomes overshot him. And the Chargers force another punt. 3rd offensive drive and the 3rd punt for the Chiefs.
Thule had a little pressure, got a hit on Mahomes just as he threw that ball. But, I mean, it was interesting that the Chargers have given him some of this underneath stuff. Mahomes is doing something he hasn't done the last couple years, which is be greedy.
Yeah, you look at the games last year, and it was a dink and dunk offense, and it worked to the tune of 2 wins. Darius Davis, fair catch at the 21. Yeah, those games last year, Mahomes averaged 227 passing yards per game, 2 touchdowns and an interception. In the second game, just 5.7 yards per attempt. And that's not what we're seeing here tonight. 7-0 Bolts, 3:27 to go in the first quarter. Offense back on the field.
Got to put your foot on the gas, though. You have This is a team you have to put away. You do not want this to remain a one-score game.
Well, we know it from last year. They took that 10-0 lead and would not score the rest of the way. Pistol formation now. Hampton behind Herbert. Herbert rolling to his right after the play action. There you go, wide open, middle of the field. How about Disley? 40, 50, 45. Upended ball comes out. Chargers wisely shove it out of bounds right sideline. There's flags all over the field.
What is the flag going to be?
I mean, there were 2 of them right away.
Was that? I couldn't tell if that was Conklin or Disley.
Oh, was that Conklin? Yeah, it was Conklin. Officials, we got a flag in the middle of the field. So Conklin's first catch is a Charger. Here's Carl Cheffers.
Illegal bat, number 15 of the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
So it's a great play by Ladd. You'll take the flag. He just knocked that thing out of bounds forward to make sure that no one could jump on it after the fumble. So you'll take
better
the 10-yard
safe than
penalty.
sorry on that.
Absolutely. I mean, it still puts you at the 44-yard line and goes.
But how about the coverage bust by the Kansas City Chiefs? Nobody there on Conklin.
Ends up going for, 23, I think, Craig? Is that right? 26? So 36 with a 10-yard penalty. Here we go. Herbert in the shotgun. Ladd in the slot left. Herbert to throw. They rush just 4. Pocket holds up. Takes a shot. Left sideline. And Keenan Allen can't come up with it. He should have.
That was a great throw.
It was a perfect throw between 2 defenders. And unfortunately for Keenan, first target in his time back is a drop.
That was a corner route. You've got the sinking corner and zone underneath that you thought would going to have a good chance to get to that ball, but Justin threw it perfectly over his head and underneath the over-the-top player. Would have been a nice play.
Would have got him to the Chiefs' 30. So 2nd and 10 instead. Q all alone, one-on-one outside the numbers right. Hand off to Hampton. And up the field. Look at that. How about that juice from the rookie? Amarian Hampton with 11 yards, and he hit the gas when he got the left edge and was absolutely gone.
Yeah, Joe Alt with the kick-out block on the great linebacker there, and Nick Bolton opened it up. And then when we saw some of those creases last year, those were 3 to 5 to 7 yard runs. These are going to turn into some 40s and 50s and 60s with Hampton's speed.
And now Hampton off the field for the first time on offense, and it's Hassan Haskins who checks in, not Najee Harris, on a 1st and 10 from the Chief 46. Q again, one-on-one left. Herbert, play action again. Looking for Q, throwing middle of the field, and there's Keenan's first catch. Welcome back, Captain. Gets him down to the Chief 32-yard line for a gain of 13. Number 13 is back with the Bolts officially.
Nice job by Keenan on a ball that was a little bit behind him to pull that in, working right to left. But how about the interior of this offensive line holding up and giving Justin Herbert a pristine pocket to operate from?
You got that interior, the new free agent signing, Mekhi Becton in his 6th season. Won the Super Bowl last year with the Jets. I should say drafted by the Jets with the Eagles. That would be something if the Jets won a Super Bowl. Got an extra offensive lineman to the right side. That's Deculus. Acquired in a trade from Houston. Again, Herbert, play action, looking left, throwing left, and caught again. Herbert is carving this Chiefs defense up. That is Tyler Conklin down to the Kansas City 15, left sideline out of bounds, a gain of 17.
And Lambert Smith's speed cleared that out, allowed that corner route to connect.
Jamari Sawyer stays out there. So is Mekhi out there? Is he in place of Mekhi? Yeah, so he is in place of Mekhi Becton.
Becton's on the bench down here.
Yeah, he's been dealing with an illness today, so Sawyer is in there at right guard. See if that affects this team at all, as they are now in the red zone from the Chiefs 15. Hampton in the backfield. takes the handoff. Hampton cuts left, and we got a flag at the line of scrimmage. Flag in the backfield as well. He gets inside the 10 to the 9. Let's see what the calls are.
It's going to be a hold.
Holding. Number 15, offense. 10-yard penalty. Remains first down.
That's McConkey trying to help the back out.
Here's 22. Najee Harris onto the field.
Yep. Get his first snap on a 1st and 20 now. Keenan comes on, as does Conklin. Disley goes off. 35 seconds left in the quarter with the Chargers up 7-0. Off schedule now, 1st and 20. Herbert 7-9 for 118 yards and a touchdown.
Looks like Becton's getting some oxygen down there. I know Shannon's down there.
Check in with you, Shannon, here in a minute. Conklin in motion, left to right. Najee Harris in the backfield on a 1st and 20. Herbert with 1 on the play clock takes the snap. They rush 5. Herbert has to climb the pocket, and now Herbert going to use his legs. Flag comes in again in the backfield. Herbert on his legs to the 10, to the 5, all the way to the 3-yard line.
That's a shame.
It sure is. And they're going to bring this thing back quickly. See who they get this time.
Holding. Number 68, offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
1st and 30 instead of a 1st and 10 from the 15. Shannon, what do we got down there?
That got Mekhi Becton off the bench in a hurry. He was getting oxygen, like DJ said. He was one of the guys, apparently handful when you travel, it happens, who got food poisoning. The last offensive series, guys, he came off, he was kind of dry heaving. So obviously trying to catch his breath down here and get right physically here before he gets back in there. But he looks like he's going to be good to go shortly.
All right, well, it's the end of the first quarter, so he gets a little bit of an extra break here. After 1, Chargers 7, Chiefs 0 on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era. And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports,
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
I've been feeling those good vibrations all summer long. Turns out my car needs new shocks. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Gavin DeGraw brings the greatness this Saturday.
Number 2.
Claim your free Retroband Bluetooth speaker September 9th when you earn 500 points on your rewards card.
And the number 1 reason.
Turn fantasy into reality when you host your league's fantasy football draft party at Morongo.
Morongo, good times.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-377-9234. 800-377-9234. 800-377-9234.
Looking, going to the end zone.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
Caught, touchdown, Chargers!
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers audio network.
First quarter dominated by the Bolts. They lead 7-0. 145 net yards to just 33. 9.7 yards per play for the Chargers, just 2.8 for the Chiefs. And 9:15 in time of possession to 5:45, yet still a one-score game. Chargers certainly in Cam Dicker range. Chargers Impact Fund, a nonprofit charity committed to empowering youth, generating access, and creating opportunity. To learn how you can help make a difference, visit chargers.com/impact.
That time of possession, you consider the Chiefs started the game with the ball. It's pretty impressive.
No doubt. And forced a 3 and out. Again, those crowd mics are picking up the play calls.
I hope nobody else is hearing that.
Najee in the backfield on a 1st and 30.
Looks like he's lined up off sides down here.
What you want? What you want?
They don't throw the flag. Herbert to throw. Gets it out to Najee. And he is dropped at the 30-yard line, so it'll be a gain of 5, a 2nd and 25. But welcome to the Chargers, Najee, with your first grab. Get him a hit and feel pretty good about it. Tackled by Chamari Connor. They're going hurry up.
And a little substitution here.
Najee stays in, obviously. To the right of Herbert. They rush 4. Herbert left, and Keandre Lambert-Smith had a miscommunication. He wanted him to keep running to the end zone. He broke it off at the first down marker, and that ball sailed incomplete. 3rd and 25.
Yeah, it was beautiful blitz pickup by Najee Harris. Able to see that fill and pick it up, and then just not on the same page. Somebody said my bad down there. Sounded like Justin.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
We're going to have to tell the coaches that you can hear that play call. I don't know if they know. Motion man Keenan, right to left, makes it trips left, McConkey right, Hampton in the backfield. They rush 4, Herbert, middle of the field.
Get upfield.
Exactly. Keenan does just that to the 21-yard line. Picks up 9 more for Cam Dicker to make an attempt at turning this into a 2-score game.
Hey, way to react after you get some penalties, 20 yards worth of penalties, be able to get this back into very, very manageable field goal range.
So this is going to be a 39-yard field goal from the left hash. Cameron Dicker's 98th attempt of his career. They jumped. I think that was the Chiefs. The kick is good.
Yeah, I don't think you take the points off the board. No,
you won't take the points off the board. And then 4th and 12 ain't going to change anything.
Offside, number 21, defense. That penalty's declined. The result of the play is a successful field goal.
So the Chargers, just like they did in a contest last year against the Chiefs, jump out to a 10-0 lead. 13:47 to go in the first half on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She can get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check if they're going for it on 4th down before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo
Touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those? Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
What? So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, Chargers fans! A winning football team runs like a well-oiled machine. Every player doing their job, every part working together in peak condition. Your vehicle's no different. Hi, this is Tim Cates for Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where your car or truck gets the championship treatment with a 15-minute drive-through oil change. No appointment needed. Locations all over Southern California. Find yours at SoCalOilChange.com. Want your ride to perform like a winning team?
Touchdown, Chargers!
Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
I've been feeling those good vibrations all summer long. Turns out my car needs new shocks. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Gavin DeGraw brings the greatness this Saturday.
Number 2.
Claim your free retro band Bluetooth speaker September 9th when you earn 500 points on your rewards card.
And the number 1 reason.
Turn fantasy into reality when you host your league's fantasy football draft party at Morongo.
Morongo, good times.
This is your home. This is your home of the Bulls on the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Well, penalties, the undoing of that drive, or it might have been another 7 on the board. Instead, it's a 3, 9 plays, 58 yards, 4 minutes, 40 seconds. as Cam Dicker connects from 39 yards and is 2 field goal attempts away from hitting 100 in his career and becoming the most accurate kicker in NFL history. Our drive summary presented by UCLA Health, keeping you on top of your game. Cam Dicker drops this one on the 1-yard line as Nico Remigio takes it to the 15, to the 20, outside the numbers to the 30, and he is dropped shy of the 35, left sideline at the 33-yard line. Let's go downstairs to Shannon Farron.
Nice to get a glimpse of the 1-2 punch run game. It's not just going to be one guy, according to offensive coordinator Greg Roman, but Najee Harris, a perennial 1,000-yard rusher. It's been 8 years since Los Angeles had a 1,000-yard rusher. Melvin Gordon, 1,105 back in 2017.
Jeez. 2017. Trips to the right. Pacheco in motion. Settles into the left of Mahomes from the left hash. Mahomes 2 of 7 for 16 yards here. To throw. And there's a quick one. Hollywood Brown slips at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be a 2nd and 4.
I'm going to bet you that Andy Reid has talked to Patrick Mahomes in between this last series and this one and said, hey, just take what's there. It's going to go 5-10 yards at a time down the field and stop being so greedy.
Molden and Gilman up high, your 2 safeties. Derwin lined up opposite Travis Kelce to the right of Mahomes. Mahomes changing the play. Drops back and just fires a laser at Pacheco, who takes a lick from Alohi Gilman. Incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. They are 0 of 3 on 3rd down. My gosh, try to take his head off with that.
Mahomes is amped up.
Yeah.
It's uncharacteristic of him, and normally the poise and the calm, and he has overthrown a bunch of balls, and on some of his underneath throws, way too much gas.
Oh, yeah, Deion Henley coming with that hand in his face. Kareem Hunt is now checked in. Bunch formation left. Kelce right. Derwin one-on-one in press. Now Tyquan Thornton in motion. To pass. Mahomes looking left. Throws left quick. And there's Thornton. Drops short. What a beautiful tackle by Dante Jackson. A yard short of the sticks at the 44-yard line. See what Andy Reid wants to do.
Yeah, Mahomes waved him off right after the play, looked over the sideline and waved him off, said we're going for it as they bring out an extra lineman.
Man, that was a generous spot. Deion Henley's looking at it like, you got to be kidding me. Gave him an extra half yard on the spot, so it's inches now.
Don't jump.
Break huddle. Mahomes under center. Hunt in the backfield. Hand off to Hunt, tries to bounce it, he's got it. And Hunt with the first down all the way out to the 49-yard line. Alohi Gilman, Deion Henley combined for the tackle. Let's quickly take 10 seconds for our stations to identify themselves on the LA Chargers Football Network.
This is the flagship of the LA Chargers Audio Network. KFI KOST HD2 Los Angeles, an iHeart radio station.
Now that may be the play the Chiefs needed. A 4th and 1, they convert it with a 5-yard run. Pacheco comes back in, Hunt to the sideline. Mahomes under center.
I saw Derwin walk up.
Yep. Hand off to Pacheco, and he's got a crease. Pacheco all the way up to the Charger 45-yard line for a gain of 6. Tackle by Deion Henley.
Yeah, you're going to give up some of these just because safety-wise, you got to play them deep and keep them from getting the ball over your head. So some of these 5-6 yard runs, you're just going to live with that.
Keeping an eye on that rookie Josh Simmons first-round pick against Khalil Mack battle here.
Look at this weird formation.
Right? Mahomes looking right, throwing right real quick, and there's Hollywood Brown with a first down catch to the Charger 41. You said it, DJ. There had to be a conversation between Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. This is all underneath stuff now. That's a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, way more patient, conservative, run the ball, take the easy completions underneath. The Chargers playing a lot of zone, keeping the ball in front of them.
10-0 Chargers here, 10:30 to go in the half. Molden comes off as a Boygby jogs on. Added about 20 pounds of muscle in the offseason, now part of that defensive interior line rotation. Tully is way out wide. Mahomes rolling to his left, looking downfield, being pursued, and he's just going to run out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Gain of about 4. Shannon, what do you got down there?
Yeah, trainers are taping up Denzel Perryman's ankle. He is officially questionable to return with that ankle injury, guys.
All right, thank you, Shannon. See Troy Dye out there, the third linebacker. Marlowe Wax is active for this game. So see whether or not 58 gets in there. Dayon, Troy Dye, your linebackers right now. Bud Dupree. And Khalil, your edges. Rashard Smith in motion. And here's another quick one to Hollywood Brown. Wrapped up and tackled immediately by Cam Hart. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. And now they're going to give him a favorable spot, I think. So 3rd and 1.
I think they're giving Caleb Murphy some.
Oh, that was Caleb Murphy
out there on the other side there. Bud, it looks like Bud and Caleb Murphy.
Caleb, acquired from the Tennessee Titans last year, played a handful of snaps. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Next to the rookie, Jamari Caldwell, rotated in with Deshaun Hand. So a 3rd and 1. They have not converted a 3rd down yet. 0 for 4. Here comes the blitz. Bad snap. It's a quick throw by Mahomes. What a play. And Hollywood Brown is not going to get there. A great job by the Chargers on a broken play. The snap was squibbed back to Mahomes. He was able to corral it and flip it out to the right immediately. Brown had a shot at it, but kept trying to stretch it to the sideline. Couldn't get it, and they're going to go for it on 4th down again. Butker was coming out for the field goal attempt from the 32, but Mahomes waved him off.
That was an unbelievable play. I mean, it rolled back to him.
Yeah.
He was like a shortstop, just scooped it and threw it all in one motion.
Well, it's that baseball background, and now they're going to call a timeout and discuss this. They are down 10. So do you take the 3 points, or do you risk it again? They got it easily with Kareem Hunt last time, and that was on their side of the field. Put our eyes on this spot again. Favorable inside the 32-yard line, and they have to get to the 31. So it's about 2/3 of a yard.
This is a huge play in this game.
8:45 left in the half. Again, now the Chiefs 0 for 5 on 3rd down. Last year they were 2nd in the league, converting 49% of their opportunities.
Well, you always start first of all. You don't jump.
10th play of the drive.
We've seen them kind of pull this ball and throw it out to the flat in some big moments for these Chiefs.
Hollywood Brown, Noah Gray out to the right, Kelce to the left, Mahomes under center, Hunt in the backfield. Takes the snap, rolling to his right, throwing to his right. There's Hunt again. Dayon shoves him out of bounds, but not before he picks up 5 yards to the Charger 26.
So pull the ball, throw it in the flat. And you know what the tip is on that? When your head coach, Andy Reid, comes out into the field and starts clapping, which is a sign of this is a physical. Let's man up. They're not running the ball. They're throwing the ball.
He was already running to his right before the ball got into his hands.
They've run that so many times in that spot.
Derwin in that nickel spot, right side of the defense, creeping up. Now he backs out. Mahomes pressured by hand, and now he's going to take off. There's the flag. And Mahomes takes a huge shot by Troy Dye. He pats Dye on the head, but this is going to be a hold, finally.
Holding, number 74. Offense, 10-yard penalty. Replay, 1st down.
Watching the games from last year back, and Jawan Taylor got away with about 5 of those.
I think he's still holding Joey Bosa, even though Bosa's in Buffalo and we're in Brazil.
He had a bad one on Derwin, too. So back him up to the 36-yard line, a 1st and 20. Chargers had this exact issue when they had to settle for 3. Pacheco in the backfield with Mahomes. Chargers rush 4. It's a quick throw. And 1st and 20 picks up 16 yards.
That's Aloy Gilman's got to make that tackle. That's an extra 10 yards after the missed tackle.
They got him at 1st and 20, and now they got 2nd and 4. So here they are in the red zone. Last year, third in the league. They converted 71% of their opportunities into touchdowns. Chargers 10-0 right now, 7:15 left in the half. Mahomes to throw. Instead, it's a handoff delayed to Pacheco, and he's got a lane. Pacheco to the 10, down to the 8-yard line. Now they'll drop him at the 10, so it'll be a 10-yard gain and a first down.
Hey, Khalil got caught up the field, and he's coming out right now. Kind of took himself out on that one. I don't know if he's gassed or...
Caleb Murphy jogs on. So this is strength versus strength. Chargers defense last year first in red zone TD percentage. Chiefs offense third in red zone TD percentage. Twins, Kelce and Brown to the left. Schuster and Thornton to the right. Pacheco in the backfield. Mahomes to throw. Pump fakes, throws, and miscommunication with Brown, who didn't quite cut out soon enough. Cam Hart in coverage, so a 2nd and 10. 2nd and goal. There is no first down marker up.
Let's get hands on 87. Don't give a free access and free reign in this zone for Travis Kelce when you're this tight in the red zone. Make that ball, force that ball somewhere else.
Benjamin St. Juste out there outside, one-on-one with Smith-Schuster. Cam Hart with Tyquan Thornton opposite side. And there is Derwin right up in front of Kelce. Mahomes throws underneath, and Hollywood Brown is dropped at the 10-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal. They'll give him a yard to the 9.
This is fun listening to be able to hear Mahomes. Yeah. He's telling him to get wider on the outside because he wanted to create that crease for Hollywood Brown to come inside on that and get up the field. That's exactly where the ball went. The Chargers just playing zone, had it corralled.
Yeah, Tarheeb's still there to make the tackle. So now a 3rd and goal from the 9. Thornton, Brown, Kelce to the right. Smith-Schuster to the left. Mahomes looking left, now looking middle. Mahomes using his feet to extend the play, tries to spin out, can't get away, dropped, sacked. Deion Henley. Think about the game, he said, if only I could have sacked Mahomes, something different might have happened. And Henley gets his sack there. A loss of 7.
Bud Dupree got that initial pressure, forced him out. Deion Henley there to just suck him up as he thought he had daylight. Mahomes thought he was going to have daylight to that left pylon, and Deion Henley closed that space in a nanosecond.
So Butker out for a 35-yard field goal.
Get off the field. We got too many guys.
And that kick is good. The Chiefs are on the board. But the Chargers lead 10-3 with 4:50 left in the half on the LA Chargers Football Network.
You like football? So do we. Touchdown! Keep it going this weekend on AM 570 LA Sports. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. hear Iowa and Iowa State square off in a Big Ten matchup.
And now lateral to Allen and reaching for the pylon. Are you kidding me?
Then Sunday night at 5, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens travel to Buffalo to take on the Bills.
On LA's home for football.
AM 570 LA Sports.
When you look at a Ford F-150, you'll see hard work, a great adventure, and so much more. Inside and Out is designed for the family, the road trip, and the most demanding jobs.
With that kind of versatility, it's no wonder it's America's best-selling truck for 48 years and counting.
The 2025 Ford F-150, from California's best-selling truck brand, Ford. It's time to see Ford in a new light.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-922-1284. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-922-1284. 800-922-1284. 800-922-1284.
Back to more LA Chargers football.
Left sideline, 10-5. Flips into the end zone.
On the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Chiefs able to take 9 minutes off the clock. 16 plays to go 49 yards. But the Chargers defense bows up when they had to. We mentioned strength versus strength. The number 3 red zone offense versus the number 1 red zone defense. And the red zone defense comes up as the Chargers lead 10-3. Hassan Haskins, Darius Davis set to return the Butker kickoff. See all those special teamers out there that made this team. Kendall Williamson, Marlo Wax, Ja Taylor. And this is going to be 2 yards deep in the end zone. They take the knee and they'll take the ball at the 35-yard line. Offense comes out. There's Mekhi Becton back on the field. Shannon, what do you got?
Deion Henley, what a story there. No action his rookie year last season. A boss in the middle of the lowest scoring D in the league. Led the team in tackles, 6 pass breakups, the most by any linebacker in the league. He says he doesn't feel he's gotten the respect for it, but he says it doesn't matter if he gets it, that he gets it within himself. I think you also get it from taking down one Patrick Mahomes the way he just did, guys.
Yeah, that was beautiful, Shannon. His second sack of his career, had one last year, a ton of pressures. Herbert with Hampton in the backfield. Showing blitz. Handoff to Hampton. Hampton able to keep those legs moving up to the 38-yard line for a gain of 3. It'll be a 2nd and 7. 4:40 to go in the half.
One thing I'm looking forward to with Hampton is it's going to happen this year, and shoot, it might happen tonight, is Greg Roman's going to call a screen, and he's going to time it up against a blitz, and Hampton's going to hit his head on the scoreboard. I mean, it's going to be to the house.
And we saw that explosion when he hit the left edge. Keenan Allen goes one-on-one outside the numbers right. McConkey outside the numbers left. Quentin in the slot. And a 2nd and 7. Chiefs showing blitz, and they bring it. Herbert got to get rid of it. Sidearm throw. Keenan wasn't ready for it. It'll be a 3rd and 7. Coverage by Jalen Watson.
I don't know why he wasn't looking for the ball.
I mean, that blitz came in a hurry from Tranquil. And Keenan wasn't even out of his break yet. So this is what we talked about. Can't have a 3 and out with 4 minutes, 7 seconds on the clock after dominating this first half. Forcing the Chiefs to convert 2 4th downs.
Trey Harris involved here. Why not?
McConkey in motion. Joins Harris on the right side. Again showing blitz, and again they bring it. Herbert, middle of the field. Caught! McConkey, 1st down Chargers, out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 10.
How the heck did he catch that?
He was in the air sideways and had to corral that thing behind him.
That was a full body behind him as they pick up the blitz. Herbert gets it out, and he reaches back midair and plucks it. What a catch.
That is a special play and a huge 1st down. 3:40 now left in the half. Chargers will start the second half with the ball. Hampton in the backfield, Herbert under center. Hand off to Hampton. Hampton hit in the backfield, and he's going to be dropped for a loss of 2. Make it a loss of 1, so a 2nd and 11.
Looked like Tillery that was back there. Got some penetration and made the play.
He's running it to the left side of that line. Now manned by Joe Alt after the injury to Rashawn Slater in training camp. Najee Harris checks in. Has a catch for 5 yards. Has not carried the ball yet. 6 on the line of scrimmage here. Now Herbert going to change the play. 3, 2 on the play clock. 1 takes the snap. Play action, has time, sets his feet, throws. Caught! McConkey wide open at the Chief 35. Spins away from a defender and dives forward to the 31-yard line for a gain of 22. Now 48 yards in this game for McConkey, and they can take this all the way to the 2-minute warning if they want.
And the pass protection against this Chiefs front was perfect. You couldn't draw up a more perfect pocket than that. Allowed Herbert all the time to let McConkey get all the way across the field beyond that second level of the defense.
Chiefs with 2 timeouts, Chargers with 2. Najee in the backfield. 5 until the 2-minute warning. And he said, hey, we're good. So they'll get a 1st and 10 from the Chiefs 32. Trying to make this a 2-score game again, and they'll start the second half with the ball. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Chargers 10, Chiefs 3 on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Coach, the energy out there felt different. What changed for the team today?
It was the new game day scratchers from the California Lottery. Players, everything. Those games sent the team's energy through the roof.
Are you saying it was the off-field play that made the difference on the field?
Hey, a little play makes your day, and today, it made the game. That's all for now.
Coach, one more question.
Play the new Los Angeles Chargers Scratchers from the California Lottery. A little play can make your day. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase, play, or claim.
It's official. The 30% federal tax credit ends this year. You need to act now. Switch to solar with Semper Solaris now or pay 30% more later. Go to sempersolaris.com. Consult your tax advisor. See website for details. Expires 12/31/25. CSLB number 978152.
Hall of Famer Eric Dickerson joins Fred Rogan and Rodney Peete for Ford NFL Spotlight. Don't miss a moment beginning at 1 p.m. this Monday on LA's home for NFL football.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-377-9234. 800-377-9234. 800-377-9234.
Los Angeles.
LA.
Here goes Herbert to the end zone.
This is your home of the Bolts.
20-yard run for Justin Herbert
on the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Now 15 passes to 7 runs. One of those a Justin Herbert scramble for 6 yards. You called it, DJ, at the start. They were going to open this thing up, spread it out, and whip it around the yard, and that's what they've been doing. 6 different receivers for Justin Herbert.
It's been fun to watch.
Sure has. They break huddle. Najee in the backfield on a 1st and 10 from the Chiefs 32 at the 2-minute warning. 2 timeouts to work with. Trips right, Quentin to the left, all alone, one-on-one. Has a touchdown in this game already. Herbert to throw. Steps up in the pocket, throws to the end zone, has Ladd. Oh, just outside his reach. He was open. He got a step on Jalen Watson, and Herbert overshot him by about 2 yards.
They like to have that one back. You set that one up, and again, the protection money. I was watching Joe Alt working against Chris Jones and just locked him up. I mean, it was a beautiful pocket, and you get the perfect play call. Great route, just missed him.
Hampton checks in for Najee. Q on the numbers right. Q on the numbers left, I should say. Trey Harris on the numbers right.
Can't take sacks here. You're in field goal range.
They bring a blitz. Herbert has time, and now Herbert going to step up in the pocket, use his legs, slides down at the 27-yard line, a gain of 3. See if the Chiefs want to use that timeout.
Yeah.
And they will. They'll have 1 left. So a big 3rd down here.
I mean, again, don't need to score. Just get the 1st down.
Right.
You can chew up this clock, kick a field goal, and go to the half with a 13-3 lead. You'll take that.
10-3 Chargers. At the Chiefs 27 with a 3rd and 5. Chargers are 2 of 4 on 3rd down. As short 30-second timeout here. Everybody jogging off. Trey Harris back on. Keandre Lambert-Smith has a target, not a catch. So 5 receivers with a catch, 6 with a target, I should say. Hampton stays in as they break huddle. Ladd, Keenan, Harris to the right, all alone left Q on a 3rd and 5. Herbert to throw. Quick throw. Keenan caught. First down, Captain. Inside the 20. A minute 42 left. A gain of 8, and now the Chargers take their second of 3 timeouts.
I think it was KC.
Oh, that was KC who took their last timeout. You're right. My mistake.
Yeah, just if the Chargers were to score on the next play, they preserve the time,
right.
So it makes sense. But that was, again, wonderful play design. Keenan's lined up in the slot, and then Justin pushes him outside, gives himself a ton of room, and then hits him on a slant.
Herbert now 12 of 17 for 171 yards and a touchdown. Mahomes 10 of 17 for 57 yards.
I mean, the defense has held this offense to 3 points. They've done a phenomenal job in the offense as well. Now it just comes down to this is a difference in these battles with this team over the years. This type of a moment right here, a difference between a 3 and a 7 is huge.
Yeah, you get a 7, you make it a 14-point advantage, a 2-touchdown lead.
And get the ball.
And the ball coming out of half, and the offense has been moving. Penalties were their undoing on that last drive. Herbert hands to Hampton. Hampton hit in the backfield, dropped at the 21, a loss of 1. And they'll let that clock run now, I think, with the 2nd and 11.
I like that. Eat some time, and now you can start getting in attack mode a little bit, as this clock is going to go under a minute before too long.
You throw the ball here. If you don't get it, you can just run it. Take it down to a couple seconds, kick the field goal. Break huddle. Conklin, Keenan go to the left. McConkey, Harris, and Johnston go to the right. Empty for Herbert. 5 on the line of scrimmage, including Tranquil.
It's a timeout.
They didn't snap. They had to call it. Yeah, there's no flag.
Yeah, they threw the flag. I don't think they called the timeout.
Did they not see the play clock? They had to call the timeout. They got 2 of them, right?
They did not call the timeout. That is bizarre.
Carl Sheffer's our referee having a discussion. I don't see a flag on the field.
Yeah, they threw one in the back.
Oh, they did.
Picked it up quickly.
Yeah, they're backing them up.
That's not good ball.
No. 2nd and 11 becomes a 2nd and 16. Yeah, no announcement for the delay of game. Very odd.
Delay of game, number 10. Offense, 5-yard penalty. The 10-second runoff portion of this penalty has been declined by Kansas City.
Yeah, they want the time.
Right. So now a 2nd and 16 from the 26. Darius Davis in motion. Little orbit there. Herbert to throw, can't take a sack. Climb in the pocket, shovel pass. Nearly intercepted, intended for McConkey. Missed his mark, and Jaden Hicks had a shot at it. So now you assume they're just going to have a little running play here to take the rest of the time off this clock. Get it down inside 20 seconds. At least he didn't take the sack.
Yeah, no kidding. You just want to make sure you can get the kick made here. Run the ball, kill the clock, make the kick. That's your objective here.
You even have Herbert hold on to it for 5 or 6 seconds. Just roll out. On a 3rd and 16, Herbert hands to Hampton. Hampton got to get down.
Stay in bounds.
What was he thinking? Dayon ran out. Omarion Hampton ran out of bounds. Stop the clock at 49 seconds.
Yeah, you see Jim Harbaugh upset on the sideline. He's going to go talk to him right now. You can't do that. That's
40 seconds. You would have kicked the field goal with 9 seconds left. You got a Patrick Mahomes offense that's going to get this ball back with under a minute, no timeouts, but you're putting stress on your defense when you did not have to.
That's got to be communicated in the huddle, too, though. That's got to be communicated. It's a rookie. You got to remind him you cannot go out of bounds here.
Well, right now we got a 36-yard field goal attempt from Cam Dicker. And that kick is good. 13-3, 45 seconds left.
They're going to make us sweat 45 seconds.
They certainly are. Chargers up 13-3 on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era. And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports,
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the weather first, before wearing face paint to the game.
Bro, your Go Cats is dripping into your nachos.
Oh, and now paint is in my eyes.
Interception! Did you see that?
No!
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap GoodRx, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. Deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang, that one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Popsicles, sprinklers, a cool breeze. Talk about refreshing. You know what else is refreshing this summer? A brand new phone with Verizon. Yep, get a new phone on any plan with Select Phone Trade-In and My Plan. And lock down a low price for 3 years on any plan with My Plan. This is a deal for everyone, whether you're a new or existing customer. Swing by Verizon today for our best phone deals. 3-year price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate only. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
1, 2, 3. You're listening to LA Chargers football.
The start of something special right here, man. Let's go.
All season long.
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Well, this should be the last play of the half. Unfortunately, rookie mistake there from Marion Hampton. Runs out of bounds, stops the clock at 49 seconds. So with no timeouts, the Chiefs going to get this ball back with 45. See if Cameron Dicker wants to drop this in for a return for Brashard Smith or Remigio, who are back there expecting it. I think I'd rather have them running for 7-8 seconds instead of giving Patrick Mahomes an extra play.
No doubt.
So here comes Dicker. And this is going to be short. Fielded by Smith at the 4 to the 20. And hit and dropped. So that worked out perfectly at the 28-yard line. Shannon, what do you got?
Did coaches let Omarion Hampton know they were upset, including Jim Harbaugh? Yes. But who came up to him and gave him the lip service for about a minute and a half? Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch is working as a photographer for the NFL, walked right up to the bench, grabbed him by the shoulder pads, and gave him a little talking to for about a minute and a half, guys.
Well, you're going to listen to Marshawn, that's for sure. Patrick Mahomes in the shotgun to throw. Sets his feet, has all kinds of time, takes a shot downfield for Thornton, and that pass is caught. All the way down to the 35-yard line. That play should not even have happened. And now they have a chance to punch this thing in for a touchdown with 26 seconds left.
They're going to spike it here.
Stop the clock. At the very least, they're going to get 3 points out of this.
One play.
It is inexcusable. That's a 49-yard play. Got behind Cam Hart.
It's you don't think of a turning point play is a running back not getting down in bounds, but that is something that's already changing the course of this game.
Yeah. I mean, it's a 2-score game going into the half. You get the ball back to start the second half, and instead, you got your defense out there for 21 seconds trying to make sure they don't get 7 out of this. Juju Smith-Schuster in motion, left to right. Mahomes, they rush just 3. Quick out. Ooh, nearly picked off by Dante Jackson, intended for Hollywood Brown. He got his hands on it. Popped up in the air, incomplete. Second Make it 3rd and 10.
That's a pick six.
It is.
And he's got excellent hands. I'm shocked he didn't pull that one down. That was a gift.
Finally get the replay here.
I mean, that was going to go the other way.
That should have been picked.
Tried to
Bounced right off his shoulder.
Tried to cradle it instead of using his hands. He's got great hands.
Trips left, one right. It's a 3rd and 10. 17 seconds left. Chargers rush 4.
Yeah,
7 false start.
Yeah, come
That's
on,
Jawan
guys.
Taylor. Now a little extra credit. Pacheco throwing a punch at Dayon. And a flag that.
Number 74, offense. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Should be an extra 15. Pacheco literally just threw a punch. Had Dayon Henley right in front of an official. So back him up 5, makes it a 3rd and 15 with 17 seconds left and no timeout. So that makes it a little bit tougher here for Harrison Butker, especially if you can get a sack on this play. You know Mahomes going to hold on to it.
Just tackle him in bounds and make him really have to rush their process.
And we got movement again, this time on the rookie.
False starts. Number 71, offense. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Josh Simmons. So now we're going to make it a really long field goal for Butker. Back him up to the 43-yard line. And you assume here now, with 17 seconds, DJ, if they're just going to try to get 10 back for Butker.
Oh, absolutely.
That's all they're doing.
They're trying to get to the 30.
It's going to be a quick one. They rush 4. Mahomes, quick out, and Noah Gray.
Going.
He keeps the clock going here. They got to change operation. It's 4th down. 9 seconds. 8. Down to 5. Butker for 59. 3, 2, snap. Kick is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. It's good. Harrison Butker from 59 yards with no time on the clock, and the Chiefs go into the half with a little bit of momentum, but the Chargers lead by a touchdown, 13-6 on the LA Chargers Football Network.
The legacy continues. The all-new 2025 Toyota 4Runner is here. Conquer any terrain with its available 4-wheel drive, confident ground clearance, up to an amazing 465 pound-feet of torque, and that iconic power rear window, it's here to stay. This is the new face of adventure, the all-new 4Runner, available now at your Toyota dealer. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
There's never been a better time to find the Toyota that's just right for you at Toyota.com. You can explore our full lineup of vehicles, compare features side by side, search our available inventory, see our latest offers, find a dealer. You can even build, price, and accessorize your Toyota right online. So for your next Toyota car, truck, or SUV, just visit Toyota.com. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
NFL fans, Week 1 is your shot to play free and stack $1 million cash bag with DraftKings Pick 6, an official partner of the NFL. Here's how. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app, DraftKings' easiest way to play fantasy. Enter for free and pick more or less on 6-player stats for Week 1. You share your link with friends to add more cash to the bag and get bonus shots to win. Hit all 6 picks and you'll be split in a bag that's already at $1 million or more. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app. Use the code BOLTUP, B-O-L-T-U-P. Opt in for free and start stacking entries for NFL Week 1. Zero cost. Huge upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 plus. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. Must claim token for free entry in the Bag Builder contest. Only perfect entries earn share of cash prize. Tokens are single use and expire September 8th at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promo.
More LA Chargers football is just minutes away.
Mere moment.
But first,
Great half! Great half!
this is LA Chargers halftime.
And we got a whole nother half to finish this game.
Now here's your host on the LA Chargers Audio Network, Isaac Lowenkron.
It's a 13-6 halftime lead for the Chargers over the Kansas City Chiefs at Sao Paulo, Brazil in the regular season opener. This evening's halftime highlights are presented by Valvoline. Keep your car or truck working at peak performance by taking it to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Home with a 15-minute drive-through oil change where they offer stay-in-your-car service while you wait. Locations all over Southern California. Find the location nearest you at SoCalOilChange.com. On Kansas City's first drive, receiver Xavier Worthy was knocked out of the game with a right shoulder injury after colliding with teammate Travis Kelce. Chiefs went 3 and out, and then Justin Herbert went to work, connecting with Quentin Johnston for 33 and Ladd McConkey for 9 yards. Rookie Omarion Hampton added an 8-yard run as the Chargers drove to the Kansas City 5, where they faced a 3rd down and 3.
Hampton to the left of Herbert in the shotgun on a 3rd and 3. Now he moves to the right side of Herbert from the right hash. Shotgun to throw. Herbert has time. Throws to the end zone. Caught 2. Touchdown, Chargers.
Meanwhile, for just the 3rd time in Patrick Mahomes' 113 career regular season starts, the Chiefs would open the game with 3 straight punts. Chargers led 7-0 after 1. They outgained the Chiefs 145 yards to 33 and had 7 first downs to the Chiefs 2. Right now at halftime, it's the Chargers 13 and Kansas City 6. Second quarter highlights straight ahead on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcasts have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports,
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Chargers tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Chargers.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-922-1284. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-922-1284. 800-922-1284. 800-922-1284.
1, 2, 3.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
The start of something special right here, man. Let's go. All season long.
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
It's the Chargers with a 13-6 halftime lead over the Kansas City Chiefs in Sao Paulo, Brazil. LA Chargers football presented by Cal Recycle. We're reimagining recycling in California. Put food scraps in your green bin, take California Redemption Value beverage containers to a recycling site, and get cash back. Learn more at recyclingreimaginedca.com. Chargers led 7-0 after 1, then 113 into the second quarter. Cameron Dicker kicked a 39-yard field goal to give them a 10-0 lead. Same lead they took against the Chiefs in Week 4 last year, only to have the Chiefs come back to win the game. Kansas City then launched its best drive of the half, converting twice on 4th downs and driving to the Chargers' 9, where they had a 3rd down and goal.
Mahomes looking left, now looking middle. Mahomes using his feet to extend the play, tries to spin out, can't get away, dropped, sacked. Deion Henley. Think about the game, he said, if only I could have sacked Mahomes, something different might have happened. And Henley gets his sack there.
Chiefs had to settle for a field goal, making it 10-3 Chargers with 4:50 left in the half, but then Justin Herbert and Ladd McConkey would renew acquaintances big time.
3-2 on the play clock. 1 takes the snap. Play action, has time, sets his feet, throws, caught McConkey wide open at the Chief 35, spins away from a defender and dives forward to the 31-yard line for a gain of 22. Now 48 yards in this game for McConkey.
Leading to a 36-yard field goal by Cameron Dicker and a 13-3 Charger lead. However, just before the field goal, rookie Omarion Hampton ran out of bounds instead of staying inbounds, stopping the clock at 49 seconds. Instead of allowing the Chargers to run the clock down to about 9 seconds, Chiefs said thank you very much, came back with a 39-yard pass to Tyquan Thornton, setting up a Kansas City scoring opportunity in the dying seconds of the first half.
Keeps the clock going here. They got to change operation. It's 4th down. 9 seconds. 8. Down to 5. Butker for 59. 3, 2. Snap. Kick is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. It's good.
The Chargers' halftime lead is 13-6. They will get the second half kickoff. Justin Herbert, by the way, 12 out of 18 for 171 and a touchdown in the first half. Kansas City quarterback Patrick Mahomes in the first half, 12 of 21 for 98 yards. Travis Kelce was targeted just once in the entire first half as Kansas City was 0 for 7 on third down. Chargers up 13-6 at halftime over the Chiefs. Matt Money Smith, Daniel Jeremiah, and Shannon Farron standing by to bring you the second half after these on the LA Chargers Football Network.
You like football? So do we. Touchdown! Keep it going this weekend on AM 570 LA Sports. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. hear Iowa and Iowa State square off in a Big Ten matchup.
And now lateral to Allen and reaching for the pylon. Are you kidding me?
Then Sunday night at 5, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens travel to Buffalo to take on the Bills.
On LA's home for football.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Scoring your favorite LA Chargers gear has never been easier with 2 locations to choose from. The Equipment Room at SoFi Stadium and the Chargers Team Store located right there at 2144 East El Segundo Boulevard in the Chargers Commons Shopping Center. Open Thursday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Chargers Team Store is stocked with the latest limited edition merch drops, jerseys, headwear, sideline gear, and much more. To learn more, visit chargers.com/shop. Again, that's chargers.com/shop.
When you look at a Ford F-150, you'll see hard work, a great adventure, and so much more. Inside and Out is designed for the family, the road trip, and the most demanding jobs.
With that kind of versatility, it's no wonder it's America's best-selling truck for 48 years and counting.
The 2025 Ford F-150, from California's best-selling truck brand, Ford. It's time to see Ford in a new light.
Car accident? Dog bite? Slip and fall? Wilshire Law Firm is here to fight for the justice and compensation you deserve. We are the official personal injury law partner of the Los Angeles Chargers, and we've recovered more top personal injury settlements than any other law firm in California. Over $2 billion recovered. No fees unless you win your case. Bolt up and get our powerhouse team on your side. Call 800-800-3333 for our free consultation. Again, that's 1-800-800-3333.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
I mean, this has just been a buffet of quarterbacks.
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Second half, moments away from roaring to life in Sao Paulo, Brazil, with the Los Angeles Chargers holding a 13-6 halftime lead over the defending AFC champion and the 9-time defending AFC West champion, Kansas City Chiefs. And before we send it back to Matt Money Smith, Daniel Jeremiah, and Shannon Farron, a few other observations about the first half. First of all, the Chargers have done a fantastic job protecting Justin Herbert, who, as we mentioned, 12 out of 18 for 171 yards and a touchdown pass. It's a Charger offensive line with a new starting right guard in Mekhi Becton, who was listed as questionable for this game because of illness. And of course, as most Charger fans know, as all Charger fans know, during training camp, they lost Pro Bowl left tackle Rashawn Slater to a season-ending torn left patellar tendon. So Joe Alt enters his second year in the NFL, moving from right tackle to left tackle, which is where he started in college at Notre Dame. and they're going up against one of the best defensive tackles in the business. Chris Jones, first-team All-Pro the last 3 years, 31 sacks over the last 3 years. That's more than any interior defensive lineman in the NFL. Then they're dealing with George Karlaftis, who had such a good year last year with 8 sacks during the regular season and 4 in 3 playoff games that he got a 4-year, $88 million extension during the offseason. Karlaftis technically had what was scored as a sack, but it was basically a scramble by Justin Herbert, and he was tackled 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage. So it was scored as a sack, but it's not necessarily your typical sack where a pass rush beats an offensive line. On the other side of the ball, how about the Chargers defensively? We alluded to it a few moments ago, holding Kansas City to 0 for 7 on third downs in the first half. And Travis Kelce, just 1 target in the first half. He caught it for 10 yards, but how about that? Travis Kelce, just 1 target in the first half. And you know the reason for that? 2 words. Derwin James, the guy who body slammed Kelce memorably a couple of years ago at Arrowhead. Additionally, in the first half, the Chiefs had to deal with the adversity of losing promising young receiver Xavier Worthy. Worthy last year as a rookie scored 9 touchdowns, including a 54-yard touchdown reception against the Chargers in Week 4 at SoFi Stadium, but was knocked out of the game accidentally when he collided with Kelce and left the game with a right shoulder injury on Kansas City's opening drive. It's the Chargers 13, the Kansas City Chiefs 6. Chargers will receive the second half kickoff, and here to bring it to you, Matt Money Smith, Daniel Jeremiah, and Shannon Farron. Money.
Thank you, Ilo. Yeah. Wonderful performance by Carol G there. A nice little set. Island vibe, little carnival vibe with the outfits, the pyro, and now we have a smoke-covered field from the
Whoa, it is
grand
really
finale.
Smoky.
Yeah, it's real smoky, so we're going to have to wait for that to clear. It's going to take a little bit more time, but certainly Ilo got into it. And Shannon with the great nugget as she's down there on the sideline with Marshawn Lynch going up to Amari and Hampton, because that 3 points was a gift. You go down inbounds, Dicker kicks it off, and there's 5 seconds on the clock. And instead they get 45, and it's Mahomes with that deep pass to Tyquan Thornton to get that thing started. And, man, you talk about one of the best kickers in the league, Harrison Butker. That thing was a sprint to get that operation set up. And he ends up, it's not a chip shot, that's a 59-yarder, 3 yards short of his career long. And he put it through like it was an extra point.
Yeah, 59 yards, but when you're drilling 73-yarders in that same direction during warm-ups, I don't think that was going to bother him. Look, it was a nice job of them, with that operation. But I was looking at some of the social media reaction. It was like it was the most amazing thing that's ever happened in the history of mankind. Every single team practices that.
Yeah.
They practice at the college level. They practice at the NFL level. You're prepared for that situation. You got to run out there. You don't get to bring your kicking ball. You got to line up and get that thing off, which they did. They did it perfectly. But it was a little. Come on, guys. They do this.
Field goal.
They do this other places.
Yes.
But hey, Chargers got the ball coming out. You've played great defense. Anytime you keep a Patrick Mahomes-led offense out of the end zone in a half, you're doing a great job.
No doubt.
And now you've got to move the ball, finish drives, and they got to get some points here to start this third quarter. Let's expand this league. Don't feel comfortable in a one-possession game. Why is that? Because Mahomes is 17-0 in his last 17 one-possession games.
Well, I mean, you talk about the Chargers, and they've got 1 punt. They've got 3 scores, 1 punt. Justin Herbert's playing great, 12 of 18, 171 yards, and a touchdown. We mentioned a little bit earlier in the pregame portion what he's been able to do against Spagnuolo. One of the best defensive coordinators in the league. Coming into this game, 343 dropbacks and a 101.5 rating, 8 yards per attempt. And you look at what he's got going, 7.3 average yards per play, and Herbert with a 115.7 rating. So the big plays have been out there. The underneath stuff's been out there. He's been using his legs. Man, that play that got called back.
That was a huge play.
Huge. Would have been a huge play were it not for the hold on Jamari Sawyer. That's the old Justin Herbert from 2 years ago, prior to rolling that ankle and dealing with that plantar to start the season last year.
Can I give you my second half prediction here, Mike?
I would love it.
Omari and Hampton is going to do something in the second half that's going to make us not talk at all about what happened at the end of the first half.
Yeah.
He's going to pop one.
No doubt. I'm with you on that. We saw it on that run to the left edge where he hit the Jets, and he was absolutely gone. And you can see the explosiveness and the way he runs. Those interior runs were a little bit tough to come by. He dropped his average from 6 per down to 3.9 on a couple of those late runs where they were just trying to churn some clock. He's got 8 for 31. But the Chargers outgaining the Chiefs 211 to 133. They're 50% on third downs. The Chiefs 0 for 7 on third down here tonight.
We'll give the offensive line a lot of credit, too. They have held up really, really well in pass protection.
Yeah,
Justin's been very clean back there.
Exactly. 1 sack for Karlaftis, 1 sack for Deion Henley each side. And he has spread the ball around. How about Herbert? 50 yards to Conklin, 49 yards to McConkey, 38 yards and a touchdown to Johnston, and 29 yards to Keenan Allen, a short 5-yarder to Najee Harris. Great to see Najee out there. Keeps that streak intact. Has never missed a game in his career. But it has really been Amari and Hampton.
Mm-hmm.
He's been taking the majority of these snaps.
I like what I saw from Tyler Conklin in that first half, too, man. There's some big playability there at the tight end position. It's a major upgrade. Q making some plays early in this ball game. A little bit of a mixed bag from Keenan. Had one I know we'd love to have back from on a drop, but then a huge third down catch, which should have, for all intents and purposes, ran out the entire second quarter clock. Chiefs were a little late getting out here, huh?
Yeah, Chiefs just getting onto the field.
I'm trying to see if the Chargers' whole team.
Their whole team's been on the field. They got their helmets on. They're ready to go. Not sure if somebody forgot to knock on the door. What's going on? You're talking about Chris Jones hobbling a little bit. Every Chief sprinted to the sideline. He's just taking his time, and he's going to be on the field because the Chargers going to start this half of the ball.
The Chiefs don't even have their personnel over to the sideline. They're just now entering into the field. They got to get all the way across the field.
Referee has got the ball on the stand. Butker is ready to kick it off. They're like, we're back from commercial, guys. They still have Chiefs staff running across the field.
And guys, you're going to have to go out of the back of the end zone here at this point in time. We got to get this thing going.
There we go. They got to sprint off the field.
I've never seen that before.
Unbelievable.
I've never seen that.
You got one straggler who hasn't even made it to the sideline yet. Butker going to kick left to right. And it's a short kick. And Haskins fields it at the 10, to the 20, to the 25. Haskins tackled at the 28-yard line. Somebody's fired up.
I guess so.
Shannon, what do you got?
Nice to see Keenan Allen with a couple catches in the first half, guys. Rough year in Chicago, 5-12 with that rookie quarterback, Caleb Williams. But he said all the while he was watching what was happening in L.A., watched Ladd have a breakout rookie season, breaking his records, although Keenan would say Ladd had a couple more games than I did. He said he watched the game in Houston, breaking down the defenses, imagining where he could take advantage of the weak spots. He said he definitely would have been a help that game.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you had Ladd going for nearly 200 yards. The other receivers, 14. Hampton behind Herbert. Hands off to Hampton. Hampton hit before the line of scrimmage. Keeps the legs moving. It'll be no gain. Make it a yard, so 2nd and 9.
That's an 8-man box you're running into.